everybody. I'm Mikey Fatum. I will be your host for this wonderful charity stream with Tabletop Spinners tonight. It is Improv Madness. We rolled on the setting. We rolled on how these people knew each other. The setting is an insane asylum, and they know each other because they're doomsday preppers. And everyone rolled every aspect of their character, from race to class to their magic items, etc., etc. And let's go around really quick and introduce ourselves again. So just your name and pronouns. It's not gonna be different on all of our screens, is it? Why don't we just go down the column from me and then up the other column? Let's see if that works.
I don't know where that is, but
Okay, never mind. Mika, introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Mika. I do things like co-create the channel Roll D5. My pronouns are he, him. And today I'm playing limoncello, also he, him. Yes.
Everyone do everything Mika did, and which is exactly what I told everyone
do it
to do.
better.
It wasn't his idea. All right, On, go.
I am On, also known as Onduin, and I'm creator of Roll D5. And tonight I am playing Min Flynn.
Perfect.
Your voice end on an awkward note that sounded like the beginning of a sentence, but it ends. I love doing that.
I was gonna say your voice made a comma, but the rest of you did not. Yuri.
Hey everyone, I'm Yuri. I do a lot of things in a lot of places. Today I am playing Blaze Sheathing.
All right, and Druid.
Hello, I am ADH Druids, or Druid. I also do probably too many things, especially in the ADHD and autism community. You come find me and you'll see. Hi. And I'm playing Archibald Ramsey.
Nice.
Ooh.
All right. So, as this is a charity stream and we are raising money for Doctors Without Borders, there are certain incentives that you can donate to. Somewhere on this screen, I know not where, is a Tiltify link that you can follow. It is also pinned in the chat. If you donate $5, you can give a player of your choosing advantage or disadvantage on their next roll. I will also accept give it to whatever player wants, if you want to just do an open one. For $10, you can give...
Double it and give it to the next player.
Yeah. For $10, you could give me advantage or disadvantage, but don't do disadvantage. For $20, you can give the full party advantage or disadvantage. For $30, you can give the party a random NPC of the GM's choosing, which I'm just gonna say I'm in my childhood home right now. And so if you donate $30, the random NPC GM of my choosing will be one of my childhood toys upstairs. I don't know which one. I will choose on the fly, but that's what I'm saying right now. For $40, you can do a supply drop and grant the players a useful item of your creation to use for the rest of the adventure. This is Improv Madness, so if you make something completely broken, I do not care. Give them... You donated money to charity. Make it broken. For $50, you can create an NPC the players will encounter during the one-shot. For $75, you can add an extra monster to the combat. For $100, I didn't see this one before, you can choose one player to draw from the deck of many things. I'd better pull up the deck of many things. And for $150, you can cause 2 players of your choice to switch character sheets for the next 10 minutes. And that will be... you can choose which 2 characters, or if you don't, we will choose. All right, let me make sure I have the deck of many things pulled up. In the meantime, we open on a dark and stormy night. The Ravens Watch Rehabilitation Center for Wayward Puppies and also some sentience, we guess, sits upon a hill full of dead grass and trees as lightning strikes in the background and rain slashes in front of our eyes. The creaky, old, rusted gate opens towards the camera, which pulls in to find a place long lost to time. Even in the fanciful worlds of Dungeons and Dragons, most places to care for folks with mental illness are not barbaric and awful, but this one is. You can hear screams echoing down the corridor. You see the lightning flash in time with the flickering lights, drops of water drip onto the tiled black and white hallway. And just down the hall, as the lightning illuminates a massive wooden doorway, it opens into a library. The books along the walls are all in different languages, mostly indecipherable to those of us who are looking. But around the room, we can see a series of chairs arranged in a somewhat semicircle. There are 4 chairs, and in the chairs, 4 occupants. And facing those 4 occupants is a gnome. He looks to be in his 50s or 60s. He's got scraggly, unkempt hair and very thick glasses and a lab coat. And he is holding in his lap a puppy golden retriever. And he looks at all of you and says, excellent. Well, it's time to begin today's group therapy session. Thank you all for coming. I would like to begin by asking everyone to share how their week has been going. And so I think I will start with, and he sort of looks around the room and taps his notepad a few times and looks up again and says, Minflin, how has your week been? And An, could you please describe your character, how they are sitting in their chair, and what puppy they are holding?
Yes, Minflin looks very upset, as if they've just been pulled from something important as they sit there with a long-haired dachshund in their arms. Specifically a dapple long-haired dachshund. And Minflin is a halfling with thick, curly red hair, tattoo on her face, and they've got a Hawaiian shirt on. As they just mentioned, I was pulled from vacation, and I don't like it. I don't like being here one bit.
Inflin, I must reiterate that this is not a vacation resort area.
No, it's not. I'd rather be on vacation, but instead, I'm here.
Good. This week we understand that we're not actually on vacation. That's progress, Minflin. I'm very proud of you. Have you any other... That's very mature.
Thank you.
Do you feel better about yourself now?
No.
Well then, perhaps we shouldn't flip off your therapist. What do you think?
No.
We'll come back to you. How about, limoncello? Is that how you say it? Limoncello?
Yes.
Perfect. Good. I'm
Yes, it
glad.
is.
Limoncello, how has your week been? And Mika, please describe your character, how they're sitting, and the puppy they're holding.
So Limoncello is holding a corgi, or rather, the corgi is being a loaf and like just on his shoulder, just flopped over like. Well, he's sitting like this, like very. He's got open a book of erotic gnome poetry, volume 7. Yes, this week has been very peculiar. This is the longest. Oh god, of course I just forgot the name. This has been the longest speed dating event I have ever been to. Are we about to start?
Limoncello, as I reminded Minflin, this is not a vacation resort, nor is it a speed dating event. All of you have been placed
No.
here by your friends and family who are concerned about you.
No, the invite, the Tic Tac invite definitely said that this was a speed dating event. I mean, granted, the video was sent to me by my mother, who told me I should definitely check it out, and told me that this was definitely not a ruse. I could 100% trust her, and of course I trust her. She's my mother.
Yes, that might be something for us to go over in a one-on-one session. But has there anything you've learned, anything you want to share with the class? Oh, session. This is not a class. This is a group therapy session.
Yes, I have learned some Gnomish, so I can read this romantic book of poems.
Oh, well, would you
Yeah,
care
so
to read it?
far. Yes, actually. The poem is. I actually have this written down.
Of course you do.
Oh shit! Of course I'm not finding it right now. It.
Just improvise a
No.
gnomish love poem. I love.
I had
love it. No, don't do that. I'm kidding.
when I look inside of your thigh, I see myself because we are one. A haiku.
You know, honestly, that was much more tasteful than I expected. Well, yes, applause, please. Yes, applause. Archibald, are you awake?
Sweet potato. Is it? What?
Well, I guess we'll make it your turn. Please share how your week has been going with the group. And as before, Druid, please start your character, how you're sitting in the chair, and what puppy you're holding.
Archibald is an incredibly old, like so old that his hair, like he's a hill dwarf, and his hair is very, very long. His beard is just massive, so much so that you can barely make out any features of his face. Like you can see a little bit of a nose pop out. His eyes are scrunched, and like you can only tell that he's awake because there's just like a tiny slit of eye like that you can see when he has his eyes open, and he is constantly wearing his very shiny mithril armor, as if he's prepared to battle, and he has a Labrador, a black Labrador puppy, that's just kind of like licking his toes, or his boot, and and he's just kind of, you don't know if he's lucid or not, but he is present. Who are you people? What am I doing here?
I'm sorry. Could you say that again? Could you enunciate a little?
Enunciate.
Turn up the volume, Gramps.
I'm speaking perfectly clear. It's
Hmm?
you youngins that don't know how to listen.
You don't know my age.
Young enough.
Did you have anything you learned this week that you wanted to share
Yes.
with the group?
I learned that you're an idiot.
I see. In with the Bahamut, out with the Tiamat. In with the Bahamut, out with the Tiamat. Okay.
There's actually a poem in here about Tia Thought.
Please.
I don't
don't
know
go
why
on.
we let you read. All right. Well, this has been a resounding disaster so far. But Blaze, perhaps you will enlighten us and start a discussion going about something other than my failings as a teacher.
Not
You
just a
see,
teacher.
you see a kind of like a tiefling, with like curved horns that like just curve backwards, like a reddish kind of brown, like more like brick color, wearing all black, and she's just like mansplaining on the chair with her like with her head down. She was like scribbling on a notebook. She was writing, like not really listening to anybody. And at her feet is a fluffy black Belgian Shepherd
Oh,
puppy dog. And you see she looks up from what she was scribbling on, and she goes, "Huh? Did you say something?"
yes. Do you have anything that you experienced or learned this week that you'd like to share with the group?
Yes, I learned that. The security in this place really needs some work.
Sorry.
Don't tell them that.
Well, it's not fun if it's not challenging.
Yeah. All right. Let's broach the first discussion topic, and he pulls out a textbook that basically says Psychology 101 on the outside, and starts flipping through it. Okay. Let's talk about our successes and failures. How do we think our successes and our failures led us to this moment, sitting in this room, looking at each other? I'll leave the floor open for all of you.
I've never made a mistake in my whole life. Everything was on purpose. Everything was very well thought out. And I did it because I wanted to.
Yes.
Oh, go ahead.
As for me, I don't consider the target getting away a mistake because I will get them. As soon as I figure a couple of things out. And she starts scribbling again.
Right. Anyone else?
My mother told me I'm perfect and don't make mistakes.
My greatest success was meeting the Celestial Deva.
Oh, not this again.
We had such fire and passion to put your book of poems to shame.
Oh,
Nope.
I can only dream of such a romance.
You should. Maybe I should write my own book.
Nope.
Oh, please do. I'll help you write it.
Yeah, honestly, unless someone dies in the end, not interested.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I think in this
someday.
moment, inside of just for chaos, inside of a little bag of holding he somehow has, he pulls out a typewriter, sets it on his lap. There's the ream of paper. Grr, ding.
For
All right, how
last,
shall we start the story?
the last time, no. Didn't
Improv,
anyone
here we go.
search them?
Everybody, who's gonna play who? And we'll do it as a play.
Yes.
My
Oh,
God. You know what? You
You have
know
lost
what?
control
of
of
the
know
situation.
what?
Me and Dava used to roleplay all the time. I was her valiant adventurer, and she was the damsel. And
I'll be the damsel.
Dr. Murphsfogger slams their psychology textbook shut and says, "You know
You
what?
don't have to be so loud.
You know what? We're gonna try something different today." Shoves it back in his bag. We're gonna try immersion therapy. You're all gonna be immersed in each other for the rest of the day.
That's what
And
she
I'm
let's
pretty
said.
sure
see
Cole
how
was
Hey,
that
I
saying
ends.
there's
was-
no poem about this.
I don't want to be immersed in anyone else other than my sweet, sweet love.
Eva,
Daisy.
yes, we all
Hey,
know.
I got things to do. A whole plan.
Yeah, well, you should have
I
thought
don't
of
have
that
time.
before they flicked me off. And then he turns around, walks out the door, slams the door shut, and you hear them lock.
All right, guys, it worked. How do we get out of here?
Within this typewriter, I have hidden another typewriter. And inside of that
Of
typewriter,
course you did.
I have hidden.
Okay, but does it actually?
lock
I told
picking
you to
kit.
bring something
Oh.
useful. Wait. Did you say lockpick?
I
Yes.
She
interrupted
pulls a
you.
pin out of her own hair.
Are we meant to be? Is this our meet
No.
cute? Oh, okay. No, that's. You're right. That was silly of me.
I can set my hands on fire, and her hands just light up in huge flames.
Hey,
Not
can
next
do
to my
that too.
paper.
Such.
The burning hands of passion, and she holds it up in front of. Oh my gosh, I totally forgot your character's name.
Archibald.
No, not you.
Go.
You're pretty, but it's not you. Yuri's character.
or Blaze.
Blaze, that makes sense. Burning hands of passion.
I have cold breath.
She does the same thing and produces flame in her hand.
Jeez.
We can do something with this.
Archibald's gonna like hop down and he's like, "We don't need your lock picking. I got this." And he runs up and he tries to punch the door with a divine smite.
I'm a
Please
monk's
give me an attack
son.
roll.
That is I rolled a 13.
Okay, you definitely hit the door. How
Yeah.
much damage do you do?
If it's just unarmed, it's 4 damage, but I am also can technically divine smite. It's 2d8. Let me get I'm very prepared with the dice, I promise.
Oh yeah.
I have it ready.
That's why I like D&D Beyond, because then I can
Yeah.
just, like,
Because you
button.
just
Just
click
click
it
button.
and then it's
Yep.
bam.
Yeah.
There.
Great.
Mathing 12 plus 4, so 16 damage to the door, and like part of that 12 of that is the divine smite.
Okay. So you go for your divine smite punch. You ball your hand up into a fist, and what color is your or what does it look like when you use a divine smite?
He like honestly just starts glowing, and because he's wearing very shiny like mithril armor, the glow from his hand just reflects off of his armor, and it becomes incredibly blinding, and he just like goes in for the one punch.
One
And-
punch.
Yeah.
Well, at least part of you is bright.
All right, so your shiny hand smashes into this door, and you do take a good chunk out of it. This is an old mansion, and some of the wood of the doors definitely has some like rot and water damage, but it was also a fairly well built place. Originally, it was a mansion for a high lord of the area, and then it was a center for wayward puppies, and then they let Dr. Murphsvager come in and also use it to do psychology on sentience. So as you smash into the door, you of course hear resounding throughout the house, and other general dog sounds from the loud crash that you have made into the door. However, the
am
door is not
going-
fully down.
I am going to cast Speak with Animals
Okay.
Bless.
and tell the dogs, bark, 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 bark.
Woof.
I think we've lost him.
And I'm just telling them
Speak with the
all
dog.
to, just, it's okay. Shh,
One of the viewers is a traitor to all of goodness and has given me disadvantage on my next roll. You too can affect the game and affect real life by helping Doctors Without Borders by donating. All right, the Tiltify link is somewhere around here and also in the chat.
It is pinned at the top. Of
Donate $50 and I will do a slam poem about Tiamat being my sexual awakening.
Please donate.
Tiamat the
$50.
Tiamat. Yeah.
I beg of you, please.
Yeah.
Donate $50 and I'll read a scene, a smut scene, from Archibald and Deva's escapades.
Oh.
This is great. If you, the more money you guys donate, the less I actually have to do here.
It's true. You just have to sit here and tell us if our hits do anything, and we'll take the rest.
Yeah. But so when you turn on Speak with Animals, you ask the dogs to be quiet. What you hear as soon as you turn on Speak with Animals is just 1,000 dogs going, loud noise! Oh shit! Loud noise! But they hear your words and are somewhat calmed. There's still one guy in the back trying to start a howl.
Hey,
Blaze.
hey. Fuck you. I don't say that.
It's Rottweiler,
Hey,
we all
old
know.
man. Hey, old man. Do that again, but give me a sec. And she's gonna minor illusion the doctor's face on the door. Aim for that.
And he goes for another. He's like,
All right.
You ain't stronger than the dragon that I slew. That is my love, Deva.
We're gonna hear this whole story. Sounds great.
Fuck yeah.
So that's a roll to 16 plus 6.
Okay, yeah, that hits. It doesn't take
Alright.
much to hit a door.
Yeah.
Depends on the door. Doors are the biggest enemy to any and all TTRPG players.
Depends on the
It's true.
person hitting it.
I do love that we've already spent a spell slot on this door.
Look, it's a one shot.
Ooh, that's a roll. I rolled an 8 and a 6 for another divine smite. So plus 4 for the unarmed strike.
So how much is that total?
20.
Oh, all right. Okay, so you once again glow blindingly bright. The only thing somehow being visible, the outline of your hand as it smashes into the doctor's face on the door, smashing the door wide open. It swings open on its hinges in a way it was never meant to, smashes into the wall behind, and falls over. You find yourself in the main hallway. Now, you've been led through this hallway before, but never unsupervised. This is, once again, has the checkered black and white tile floors.
That you know of.
That we know of. And the steel and magically protected exit doors are on the right. They are about 20 feet high and 30 feet wide. And you know from past experiences, you can't really just bash them down. Many have tried. On the left is a staircase that heads up to the upper level, and in front of you is a doorway that you're not sure where it leads.
He just starts walking towards the door that is unknown.
Are
there any windows?
Walking.
Yeah, there's a big picture window to the right and left of the door. Otherwise, how would we get the dramatic lightning flashes that are happening still?
Yeah. You know what's
Can you
funny?
open the windows?
I have a resistance to lightning damage.
I thought you were going to say I have a resistance to windows.
I have a resistance to windows.
Windows 98, Windows ME.
Sometimes, yeah.
All right. So, are you all following the old man down the hall?
Reluctantly. How fast is he going though? Like, are you
Oh,
like
he's
slow?
yeah, like it's more like a waddle than a walk.
Then Minflin is walking next to you, but like pretending to go in slow motion. We'll make it someday.
He just kind of like does a like side eye and just keeps walking.
Limoncello's going to fireman carry you. Just like walk in front normally, turn around, go, fireman pick up, turn back around, follow.
Somewhere John Cena's theme begins playing.
Unhand me, you young snapper.
Snapper.
This is. Did you not learn to respect your elders?
I think
Look.
you're just older than you look. I mean, younger
I'll
than you look.
respect you when you tell me those stories of romance.
You can't handle the stories.
Hey, old man, try not to wiggle around too much. He might like it.
Seems to stop. Really.
It just freezes.
There was an erotic no poem about this.
You know, I think I know that one.
As you guys are
Recite it for me.
For $10.
As y'all are meandering towards the next door, off in the distance, you hear the puppy barking start to go up again, and you hear from, exceptionally acoustically well designed house. You hear somewhere deeper into the facility, Dr. Murphsfager go, "What was that noise?"
Where can I roll an awareness to see if I can tell where the dogs are all at?
It's not called awareness in this system, but you can roll a perception.
What system have I been playing that it's awareness?
Awareness is
Pathfinder?
vampire.
Oh my gosh,
Oh, it's a vampire.
it is VTM. Perception.
And then I want to try to pinpoint where the doctor's voice is coming from.
Okay.
Okay, that's a 18.
All right. Yeah. I mean, you know fairly well that the place is sort of divided into two halves. The front half is the and also some sentience, we guess, half of the rehabilitation center, and that's where you guys live on the sort of bunks on the second floor, and also where all the facilities are. So you imagine the puppies are coming from the back half of the house, which is the center for puppies part of the rehabilitation center, and there's several kennels and a nice grass run around area to let the dogs out in during the day. Back there.
Hey, typewriter, can you tell the puppies that they have plot armor and I'm coming to rescue them and release them?
I mean, the typewriter isn't sentient. It can't really
I'm
speak to
talking
them.
to you. I'm just giving you a nickname.
I'm not a typewriter, though.
No, but you type on typewriters. So you are a type of writer.
And you wonder
Yes.
why you're single.
That actually makes sense.
Because I'm not a typewriter? Do typewriters
how
get
I-
laid a lot?
Never mind.
Well, they get
Fine,
laid
I
on
continue.
of hands.
I'm going to plot twist. The corgi's still on me, and I'm going to whisper to it. Then the corgi will jump down, and it turns out I had casted Find Steed, and this corgi grows in size because it was my steed. His name is Corgsidon, King of the Corgshin.
And he's still a corgi, right? Just a giant corgi.
Yes. Oh no, he's just giant corgi named Corgsidon, King of the Corgshin. And I whispered to him and tell him, tell the other dogs to shush, to calm themselves, and they shall be rescued as if they were damsels. Or dams, not princes in distress. Royalty in distress. There we go, gender neutral.
And Minflin is gonna take off, but still in slow motion for a second, and then starts running.
Yeah, while all
Okay.
this was happening, Blaze is just gonna try to open the door and see what happens. Does it move?
Okay. It does not move. The handle does jiggle slightly. As soon as you jiggle it, you hear a voice speak inside your head. Authorization code.
You are Blaze, try 420.
And she turns around. Hey, the door needs an authorization code. Any of you got an idea?
Your mom.
Should have expected that one. Hmm. Or what is the doctor's name?
Murfschwager.
Okay, she's gonna do her best like impression of him and just say like
Okay.
his name.
Cool. And what does that sound like? No, I'm kidding. You don't have to if you don't want to. Incorrect authorization code. You have 2 more attempts before lethal countermeasures are deployed.
Hmm.
Can
Is the door like flat? Besides, like, does the handle have anything where a key would go? Like physical means
Not
of
really. There's not like you don't see like
nothing.
a line in
door
the
again.
door. There is a door handle. It's the little round type one.
Okay.
But the rest of it just is a big iron. It's a picture of Cerberus, let's say, a big iron carving of Cerberus that you know is a door because you've seen it open, but without the door handle, you wouldn't know that.
She walks back to the group. Hey, it says if we get the code wrong, some lethal stuff's gonna happen. Honestly, not
just say
into
good
that.
boy?
No, no.
Probably the password.
I think we go find the doctor. We tie him
Beat it
up,
out of him.
and exactly. Hey, look at you, old man. Maybe you're not so bad after all. Yes, we beat it out of him.
I'm going to go up to the door, cast thaumaturgy on myself. Sort of the effects. I create an instantaneous sound. For instance, ominous whispers, and I'm going to ominously whisper as the doctor. I forgot the password.
You don't hear a response in your head, and you are smart enough to think that maybe it's because you haven't made contact with the door.
Okay.
All right.
Well, I tried.
I rolled a 14 to try to discern where his voice had come from.
Yeah, it's definitely coming closer to where the dogs are.
Hey, lover boy.
Go ahead.
Well, currently I'm without love. That's why I came here for speed dating.
Right. Let's go find those puppies of yours, yeah?
Well, I mean, this is my puppy right here, Corksidon, King of the Corkshin.
Didn't you send him to go talk to the other dogs?
I just had him bark real loud.
Okay.
Minflin was the one who went running towards the dogs.
So, you may not have noticed, but Archibald has slipped from your grip and is already walking down the hallway in the direction that he is assuming is where the doctor is. But he's already gone.
Okay, so to be clear, Minflin has run towards the puppies, and Archibald has disappeared in the general direction of the puppies, leaving Blaze and Limoncello standing in the hallway with the door.
Yeah, she looks around. She's like, shit. Well, I'm not gonna leave you down here to spend the other 2 password attempts and kill us all, so come on.
No, okay. An adventure that could lead to a meet cute.
Sure. People die in adventures.
So romantic.
Need a cute death.
Meet death.
All right. Well, we're going to leave you two to figure things out in the hallway for a minute, and we're going to cut ahead to Minflin and Archibald, who, Minflin, you sprinted off towards the puppies.
Correct.
And have found yourself at a crossroads. There's several paths in front of you. You can tell that one of them sort of leads to, like, the abandoned pool area from back when the mansion used to have an outdoor pool that has not been kept up, and is probably a home of miscreants and hooligans and the like, or at least that's what Dr. Merschwager says. To in front of you is what you think is the best direction towards the puppy kennels, because that's where the noise seems to generally come from, but you're not entirely sure. On the left is the pathway to the Great Kitchen, which you know for sure the old kitchen has been covered with astroturf and made into the puppy run around area. And as you're stopping to ponder which direction to go, Archibald runs smack into you.
Out of
What was
my
that?
way.
You ran into me?
You're just standing there like a
And you're
ninny.
blind and you can't think of words. You can throw insults around all day, and I will. But we have places to go, animals to save, and now we must race. Ready, set, go! And she takes off in the direction that the noise is coming from.
Okay. So she goes
Um,
pounding towards down the front hallway.
Archibald is going to cast, I guess, detect magic to see if there is anything that he is. Yeah.
We've triple split the party now.
Divine.
Yeah. So
The-
sorry, which way did you go?
Where the noise is coming from. I think that was the right.
No, you went straight to where the noise. So his right was the pool, the
Oh,
dilapidated pool. Straight was where you think the noise is.
Straight.
And then left is the grand kitchen, which is the puppy run around room.
that way then. Straight.
Okay.
I think Archibald is going to like casually walk in that direction, but also
Okay.
cast detect magic as he's walking.
All right. There's definitely wards. That was the word I was looking for earlier. Wards all over the building. Most of them in this back half are ward against puppy, which is just protecting the puppies from breaking out and running amok. Most of the what you would refer to as kennels down this way they don't have doors because the front entrance to the kennel is warded by protection against puppy, and so the puppies cannot get through. However, you emerge just as Minflin is sort of pounding into this area, and you can see the puppies are being kept in very small kennel cages stacked on top of each other, 3 or 4 high, and they generally look upset at loud noises or sad at being alone, etc., etc. Also, the
Um,
floor is like watery in here. Like, this is not a good, safe place to keep puppies. There's definitely a drip coming from the ceiling that's been going from a long time.
Well, they're about to be freed.
Yeah, can I like try to break the ward?
Yes. How would you like to approach that?
He's gonna punch it.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and give me, let's say there are... Let's say there's 32 cages in here, because there's 16 on each side.
Okay. So it's just like each cage has a ward?
Yeah.
Is there not like a ward that controls all of them?
That's a good question. I think, give me an Arcana check.
Ooh, that's a good roll. Just a 16.
All right, that's good enough. There is definitely a something at the end of the hallway. It looks like a little bit of a summoning circle that you divine could be something that controls the rest of the wards.
Okay, so yeah, he's gonna just casually waddle his way over to that and just, again, wind up and punch it.
Just gonna punch the ground.
Yeah, he's gonna punch the ward. He's just gonna
Okay.
try to.
Yeah, it's a summoning circle on the ground. If I didn't make that clear, cool. So you're gonna
Try to break the ground, I guess.
Yeah. Give me a attack roll.
I rolled another 16 plus 6.
Perfect. Perfect. Doesn't take much to hit the ground. All
Yeah.
right, give me a damage roll.
All right, we'll burn another smite.
This is the
That
best
one was
uses for smites.
yeah. That was only 10 damage.
Okay.
A little low
You
with that
you
one.
scuff the ground a little bit. It does look like there's some progress being made, but it is a stone ground. Also, could you give me a Constitution saving throw?
Ooh, that is a 12.
Okay. If you could please take 5 bludgeoning damage from slamming your hand into the floor real hard.
He when he punches the ground, you hear that like that, and then like he just kind of stands there for a minute.
Back like. Yay.
I'm fine.
Didn't ask.
Oh. All right. Well, I'll leave you two to think about puppy saving techniques for a bit, and let's cut back to Blaze and Limoncello. What are you guys up to? Standing in the
So,
hallway here.
I'm trying to like usher him towards like where the other two are and where the puppies are, because I don't trust him to stay alone with the door and not accidentally, like, on purpose or whatever, fuck it up. So
All right. Are you allowing yourself to be shoved?
Is he gonna romance the door by accident?
Romancing the Door, the new comedy from.
Oh, Dorkun.
Notice me, Door Senpai. Oh, now that you've got the face of the doctor, I just never realized how attractive this door was.
Is it hardwood?
I bet you like to be
Oh
slammed.
no!
I bet you like to be
Oh.
slammed.
Oh
That's
no!
what I thought.
These puns will continue until you donate money.
Did you fall
Until
apart
the next
at the
donation
sight of
happens,
me?
we are going to make
Okay.
slamming door jokes.
I'm gonna leave you in splinters.
Oh.
Oh, that's a good one.
That's good.
Oh, don't close me out.
Oh.
Oh,
Looking
God.
up door puns.
What we have is meant to be.
I just wish you would.
But I also
open up to
don't
me.
want to open. I also don't want to open it up, though. I'm strictly monogamous.
You don't want to. You don't want to. You don't want to knock up that door.
Do you
No,
think I'm
child free.
adorable?
All right, guys. All right.
All right. Yeah,
I think
we've
my
held them
patience
hostage enough.
for door puns is like hanging on a hinge.
What, you
I think
can't
we need to
handle
door stop
me?
it.
Oh, this is
Oh.
all right.
What
So,
good knockers you have.
Limoncello, are you allowing yourself to be pushed down the hallway?
Yes.
Okay. So, so yeah, you're pushing him down the hallway, and you come to the same
she
freeway.
starts pushing him,
Door
and then when
senpai.
she realized that there's no resistance in her head, she's like, "Oh, he probably likes this," Ugh! And then just keeps pushing.
No, Door Senpai. Oh,
Sorry, but I don't swing that way.
oh my god.
All right, do we make it to where the others are?
Yes, you do. If you choose to go straight, let's just say you choose to go straight. So you're all in the
I don't
in
go
the kennel
straight.
area, with the summoning circle at one end, and I'm gonna rewrite this scene a little bit. Actually, the puppies are kept in much better condition than they than originally specified. They're all in big open puppy areas, but there is still a giant ward for protection from puppies, keeping them out of this hallway.
What's the best way to determine what kind of a ward something is?
Detect magic, I guess, which you already have up.
Yeah.
True.
Because it
I
tells
guess
you like the
this-
school of magic and stuff as well, I think.
Yeah. These would be. Forgive my terrible DMness, but I'm going to have to look up what the different schools of magic are.
Look, I don't know magic, but I can
Uh.
punch. And I know that our old man tried it already, but you've got bony knuckles. So
It's a sigil on the ground.
I don't
I'm pretty
see the
sure there's
difference.
better ways
Nope,
to get rid of a magic circle.
there's really not. So, she's gonna do two things. The first thing she's gonna do is turn on her robe of scintillating colors,
Ooh.
and
Oh, I love
it
my coat of
basically
scintillating
just
colors.
it just like flows in
My
iridescent,
friend
beautiful
Joseph
colors.
gave me one once.
Shut up. Just for dramatic effect. And then cast Burning Hands and punches the floor with it.
Okay, so you're casting Burning Hands and then punching into the burning fire that you created.
Yeah.
Okay. Does Burning Hands require an attack roll? Remind me, or does it just go?
I think it just goes because I just clicked it. Yeah, it's at will, so it's 4 damage because I rolled 2 1s and a 2.
Cool.
Yeah, I believe it's like a deck saving throw, but considering
It's
it's
the floor.
A
the
floor.
floor.
It fails the deck saving throw.
Exactly.
I rolled it just now. When you wash the floor in fire, first of all, some of that water pooling on the ground outside of the puppy cages that I mentioned evaporates into smoke. But second of all, you notice that the floor has a spread of like peacock wings on it. And when you hit it with the fire, the left 2 of the peacock wings light up.
That looks like a good thing.
Looking at the sigil, do the wings have colors to them?
They do, but the colors look very faded. You get an idea that red, the one that's lighting up now, is very obviously red.
Mhm.
But the others look a little more faded.
Elements.
I've seen a play about this. We need a 5th element. If only my sweet Dava was here.
Now you do.
I watched that a couple weeks ago for the first time.
It's such a great movie.
There was something about a multi-pass.
She knows it's a multipath.
All right, looks like typewriter. You're gonna get your whirlwind romance after all, and she just
I'm
grabs
still
you by the
not a
face and just-
typewriter.
Nope.
Oh, did we
Like-
kiss?
Yeah.
Love was the
Do
5th
either of
element
you-
all along.
Do either of you feel anything on this kiss?
No.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
gonna
not
roll-
gonna
I'm
count,
gonna roll-
baby.
I'm gonna roll a d20. Hold on.
Oh, you know what? That's actually a good idea.
Yeah. I guess the lower I
Roll for
roll, the more
feels.
into it I was. So it's
Yeah,
like a
let's do
save and
that.
throw.
Let's do
Okay.
1 to 5. It's true love. 5 to 10. You're kind of into it, etc. Up on.
I'm exactly
that's-
at 10.
17.
Okay,
you're
so
kinda-
actually, surprisingly, Minflin is kind of into it,
Kind of.
and you're not really
No.
feeling much over there.
I think you're taller than
Jello.
I expected.
As
Wow,
are you.
so tall.
Ugh, so tall.
You youngins don't know romance if it's
I'm a
slapped you in
halfling,
the face.
bitch.
Oh, you are okay. Never. I take that joke back.
I am crazy tall, but my halfling is not.
So. Sure, it feels wrong saying that. Never mind. I didn't say anything in response.
Maybe we
You're
just
so
pretend like
tall.
this didn't happen.
I am tall. Yes. I'm 6'2".
I'll write about this later. I'm 4'2".
Yeah, so you actually like climbed him like a tree to plant that kiss.
I love this image.
All right.
I'm
Yeah, so-
worried
Behind
about
them,
myself.
Blaze tries to just cantrip firebolt into the sigil and see if anything changes.
Yes, the feathers that were lit up unlight.
She does it again. Do they light back up?
Back up.
Oh.
How many feathers are there?
There are 8.
Look, I'm all
And
out of
2
fire.
lit up?
Two lit up, yes.
I think we need some water.
Shit.
I
only have fire, so
I also only have fire.
Well, there's always something like tears. Hey, typewriter, you're never gonna find true love.
let's make him cry.
At least,
Hey,
at least
I'll
not.
hold him.
I'm
I'll
not.
hold him.
I'm
I
not a
got you.
typewriter. I'm not. Why are you being so mean to my typewriter? My typewriter now is googly eyes. Why are you being so mean? Why are you being so mean to them?
Please hold him.
All right, I got him. She comes up behind you, grabs.
Nope, my
your
steed, my cork side and
No!
It's between us.
Dang it. There's just like Minflin, like
and licks you.
the tree trunk of a leg that is the corgi just like peeks out from like the side. The kiss wasn't as great as you thought it was.
I didn't think it was that great. If
Oh,
I'm being
no,
honest,
Minflin did.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry if I let you on.
Fuck.
Now, folks, if this strange love triangle between two people and a giant corgi is giving you any sort of if you're enjoying yourself at all, a best way to show that is to donate at the Tiltify link somewhere on the screen and in the chat. Give us your money, all that you got. All right.
Good job, Lexi,
So
more
yes.
than you.
Anyway.
Nope, didn't do anything.
I think Corkside barks at me, and that's what makes me cry. Because I understood what Corkside said. Corkside, I love you too. You're my best friend. I couldn't have survived this odd speed dating experience without you. Thank you for
Okay.
being my right-hand Korg.
I'm
guess
over
that
Thank you for
that kiss
protecting
now.
me.
I'm over it.
You're-
All
you're
right.
my-
Are you crying over the sigil?
Like, as an extension of my magic, therefore an extension of me, you have taught me self-love. Yeah, I cry over the sigil.
All right. The tears splash onto the sigil. If the first two lit up red, there's the second two that don't light up, and then the third two that light up blue.
What other elements are left? Fire, water,
Earth and
earth, and
air.
I blow on it for earth.
You blow on it for
For
Earth.
Earth?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Look, Minflin is a bit dense.
So the far right ones light up white. So as far as you know, you got that right.
Somebody
So-
put air onto these ones.
Is that not what you just did?
I blew the earth.
Yeah, you did.
I'm going to tear out a blank page and write gnome poetry. Since it's a tree, wood poet,
Right, paper is made of
I'd put it and put
trees.
it on. Yes.
Clip,
For
clip
Earth.
that.
Yeah.
Clip that.
Wait, hey guys. I just realized we didn't have to make him cry. I could have just spit on it. It's alright, it's better
I
this
just have
way
to point out
anyways.
you also have a slobbering dog, and the room was full of water. But making him cry was great.
Look, I've always wanted to make him cry after he broke my heart just now. I'm kidding, I'm over it.
Who broke your heart? I'll protect you.
Now I'm even more
Hey.
confused.
Oh
I
man.
think I need to find
So yeah,
some
I put
romance.
the paper on there to represent Earth.
Nice. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, I guess I could see that. Trees turn into paper. I like it.
Yeah.
Honestly, the sigil seems confused for a second. Like the red, the green feathers in the middle light up and then they don't light up, and they light up and they don't light up, and then you kind of feel like the whole sigil shrugs and they light up. It rotates 180 degrees, and there's a sound kind of like a and you feel a pop behind you as the invisible wards open up. The puppies don't all immediately rush to freedom because, of course, they are in extremely well-appointed and well-taken care of dog cages. But
They must be released
Sorry.
into the garden.
Yes. You think the garden is in the back of the house. You've never been allowed outside since you were committed here.
How long have we been committed here?
Oh,
Do we not know?
Nope. Passage of time feels weird in here.
Yeah, and I
That's
feel
why
like
he's
all of
so
us
old.
would have been here for like different lengths of time, maybe.
Yeah.
I think we're the only ones here.
Yeah. No, I
think
think
we're
I've
alone
killed like
now.
2 guards. I've been here for a while.
Do any of you remember being brought here?
I remember checking myself in.
For a speed dating event.
Yes. It feels recent, yet so long ago.
Don't
Alright.
remember.
Can I roll history to see if I remember how long it's been?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Say difficulty
Um,
16.
Oh,
Mm.
okay. My history is a
Wanna do the
minus
same?
1.
Excellent. I believe in you.
I got an 18.
I got a 16.
Mm. Okay, so both of you remember exactly how long it's been, which is 2 months and 2 weeks.
I
2
got a
months,
nat
2
1
weeks.
to remember, so
Oh yeah,
I
you've
have
been
Yeah,
here.
the
your
no
whole
whole life.
thing, the first-
idea.
You have no memory of your life outside this place.
Nothing.
All I remember is the emptiness without my sweet, sweet Deva.
Yes, you all
Devour
could have
these
helped with those
nuts.
rolls with your donations. All right. Well, where are you off to next?
The garden. Now I want to go outside and see flowers.
Okay.
Okay, look, I know we said we were escaping, and we are, but we're gonna go out the back door.
You want to go
Sure. I
through
mean,
the back door?
Not with you. Well, we all have to, but
That
you
brings back memories.
You meant with my no.
of course it does.
Did you also?
All right,
have
old
to
man,
get food
come
with
on.
me? Let's see. Is it thundering and lightning outside still?
Oh yeah, it's pouring rain sideways.
How many puppies are there?
There are, let's see, we initially said 32 puppies, so we will continue
32?
with that.
Okay.
Let's see. For the room that we're in, we have to exit it to see where the back door is, or can we see it?
Yes,
from this room?
you assume it's further down. This room was kind of like a hallway, and you assume down further leads to the back of the house because that's the direction you've been heading.
Hey, typewriter. Do you have your bag of holding still?
Well, the typewriter itself never had the bag of holding. I did.
Do you have your bag of holding still?
Yes. It's the typewriter.
We're
It
gonna
wasn't
put
the
all the
typewriter.
puppies
I
inside
brought the
along with all
typewriter
of
out
the
from the bag
equipment.
of holding. Sorry, never mind.
We meant what you knew.
Yeah.
We're gonna put all the puppies inside.
Wait,
They
wait,
would
wait, wait.
suffocate.
You're gonna, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean, I guess I
But,
could leave the
I mean-
flap open.
I
I
mean, you
almost
can
called
talk
you
to them,
typewriter.
right?
Limoncello,
No,
roll
fuck,
me.
If we get
Limoncello, heads or tails?
Tails.
For puppies.
Are they wagging? Otherwise, I don't want them.
Tails. Therefore, you are through a past adventure have discovered that the inside of your bag of holding has a regenerating air supply.
Oh.
Probably because you might have been carrying your corgi that way.
Yeah.
We
Or
put
your-
them inside
or-
because I don't want them to get wet when we go outside.
You got
Oh,
stuffed
okay.
in your own bag one too many times, did you? I bet you were bullied.
There's a gnome poetry about that. Gnome poem about that.
Being bullied?
Bullying?
Being stuffed inside. So, how many dogs do you think we could fit in here?
All of them.
32.
There's 32? I don't know if we can fit 32 dogs in here. That'd be very.
They're little.
Bag of holding.
Yeah. She just starts picking up
Okay.
dogs. All right, hold the bag open. And
Here we
just
go.
start.
Thank you very much for the
Picking up the
$5
puppies.
donation, Emma. Yuri, you now have a advantage on an upcoming roll of your choice.
Well, thank you.
anytime there's a donation, the characters look into the camera. Thank you, and continue doing what they're doing. Okay, so
Your
we've stuffed
donation
all
brings
of the
me closer
puppies.
to my sweet love, Deva.
Yeah, well,
Okay.
you know how you do that? By helping us get out of here.
How
You'll
many dogs are in
smell.
my bag at this point?
28.
They're all in.
28 are
Okay.
in. Oh, they're all in. Okay, great.
They're all
okay.
in now.
But
They're
you
all
have been
in
very, very efficient in your puppy shoving. Uh, all
Oh,
all of the
yeah.
puppies are
Well,
inside this bag of
you
holding.
just say the word. You just go treat treat, and they all like kind of ran towards us, so we didn't have to chase them down.
That's
And,
too much doll.
Exactly. They're
And,
puppies.
and the bag of holding honestly has a nice big field to run around in, and an artificial sun, and
okay.
a bunch of water and
It
hair.
was
Alright.
outfitted
good.
for the corgi.
Yeah,
Went all out.
yeah.
yeah.
He's a giant corgi. He needs a lot of space.
Flynn is gonna take every single bit of food from her equipment bag and toss it in there for him. There's more. Oh, it's sunshiny in there.
Do you stick your head in?
Oh yeah.
Okay. You see a beautiful landscape. It's this nice, big, bright field. All the puppies are running around and playing happily. They're chasing butterflies. There's a beautiful sun beaming down from the sky, and also all of you watch as Minflin gets sucked into the bag.
Oh.
You are now on your face in the ground in the puppy land.
Rip.
Flynn just lays there like this, just covered in puppies. I'm free.
If you had
Well,
taken
we're
any
down a
damage,
number.
that would heal 2 HP.
Sick.
What? What was it that
Well,
you
we
said?
s- we seem to be down a member now.
Well, reach in there and get them out.
I don't want to reach in there. You reach in there.
The other one that had a passionate kiss with her.
I wouldn't call that passionate.
Amateurs. Oh. One
I'm
time.
gonna open up the bag. Oh no, Lord.
Sweet Deva, she just has that gentle touch and knows just all the right things.
Blaze just
Her
la
lips
la la
are
la la
so
la 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 la.
No, La
I
La
need to
Lemon's a
get
different
out of
character.
here.
I'm gonna open up the
I
bag,
need
and
to get
Cork
out of
Sidon, King of the
here.
Corkshin, is going to stick their muzzle down in there and grab you and pull you out.
Okay, so yes, a giant slobbery dog mouth clamps onto your ankle and drags you
This is
back
the
out
best day of my life.
And
This is how
if
I
she-
eat.
Does anyone attempt to catch her before she falls face first in the standing water?
No,
I'm strong. I can handle it.
No.
not even a little.
All right. Well, they splash down onto the ground. It smells like failure in here. That's the
Blaze
best way you can
reaches
describe the
down.
smell of that water.
Blaze reaches down and puts they put their hands like on the sides of Minflin's face and goes, I don't know how long I can do this anymore. I need to get out of here. And she looks back at the old man.
I didn't
He's
do
still
it all
rambling
for
on
this.
to like
And then her
twinkling.
hand slid down the side of my face.
Mhm. the
I'm just
touch.
imagining. I put my hands on the side of her face. I need to get out of here. Burning hands.
You know you totally can because I'm pretty sure I have resistance to
Me
fire.
too.
Flames by the side of my face. Seething flames.
No.
Uh,
It's okay.
Uh,
No fire. She'll
no
help
fire.
you up.
She's just standing at the hands on her face. She goes, "Do it! I dare you! Do it!"
All right. So, what is our gang of malcontents up to next?
Back
Blaze
door.
is just, yeah, like trying to start heading to the back door. She's like, I need out before I actually go crazy, because she doesn't, she thinks she's fully sane.
Perfect. Well, the back door is a nice, normal back door. There's no giant Cerberus carving or anything. Just a nice wooden door with a window through it, to which you can see the horrifying storm.
Okay, well, first of all, that's our escape. Second of all, did that feel too easy to anybody else?
I don't know if I'd call that easy.
It was easy for me.
I mean, we just
No
walked
love
here.
truly is easy.
Oh dear gods.
If
I
you
mean-
want to achieve anything, you gotta work at it with communication.
That
Have we
choose
ever
point.
seen anybody like walk in and out through the back door before?
You've never been allowed back here into the puppy area, so you've never seen this door before. It looks like a
Right.
nondescript, like what do they call that? Like a mud room. You know, there's some coats hanging on
Yeah,
one
Yeah.
side,
yeah.
some boots
Yeah.
shoved into cubby holes. Nice little umbrella by the door. Like little. It's a
Minflin
rainbow umbrella because why not?
stands like by the door with their hands like covering their exit, even though their hands probably don't even touch the sides of the doors. Real quick before we go, maybe we have some fun and like kill that doctor.
Hey, we did say we were gonna beat him up.
It doesn't
What
sound
if-
very romantic.
Just to get, we just need the password.
Violence can be romantic. What?
The
Right.
password.
Oh yeah. Let's go torture the password. I mean, as
Out of
nicely.
the doctor.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he was
Mm,
pretty annoying.
We'll ask nicely, and then we recite slam poetry to see if that changes his mind.
He has the same face as Dora Senpai. I don't know if I can do it. Ooh, ooh.
It's okay. His face won't look like that for long.
That's a good point.
Well,
Burn
all
your
right.
hands.
I'll let you take the first punches. The once he no longer looks like Dora Senpai. Okay.
So you know what? I'm okay with it now.
All right.
Well, I
All
will
right,
say,
let's go find that doctor. You'll be
and
fine.
we're gonna head off to find the doctor and punch the crap out of him. You guys head back through the very nice puppy cage area and into sort of that three-way place to go. And as you reach it, the lights in the area kind of flicker, and there's a sound of thunder. And you hear somewhere off in the house. I don't know if that came through actually, because it might have cut
did.
that off. It did? Okay, great. You
Yes.
hear big stompy noises somewhere in the house. And then a distant wail of rage, despair, and pain. And that's where
Ava?
we take our break.
Oh my gosh.
So thank you folks very much, and remember, while we're on our I think 10-minute break, we are going. It is still possible for you to send us tons and tons of your money and help people in the world who actually need your help. So while we're being funny, you can be good people, unlike anyone in this party. All right, thanks folks. We'll be back. Here. And a huge thank you to the anonymous donor who donated $20 during the break. Now,
Slay.
Emma has repeatedly said that the person gave us advantage, but I'm told through my secrets that they didn't actually specify whether they were giving the whole party advantage or disadvantage. I was going to flip a coin, but apparently my players don't trust me to be impartial in this instance.
Disadvantage. Give us
Not
disadvantage.
at all.
I'm deeply wounded. So
You know what? Fine. We'll get disadvantage.
Okay, I was gonna put it up to the chat, but if y'all want disadvantage, I'll give you
I
disadvantage.
want
Mika wanted
disadvantage.
it,
I want
so,
the
you know.
disadvantage.
You can't hold me down.
Unlimited. All right. So we are back. We are standing in a central sort of round visiting area where there's a few statues and things from this old mansion. There are 4 doors that lead out of this. One goes back to the staircase and room you didn't explore by the front door. One goes to the kitchen that you know is the puppy play area with all the astroturf, and one goes to the dilapidated pool. What would you like to do?
Well,
I mean, we were gonna look for what's his face. So would he
he's
be in?
asleep again.
Does he have an office that we know of?
Corkside and licks him awake.
You guys have
They-
never been to his office. You've mostly been from in your rooms and the group therapy room and the testing room.
Mifflin goes up and just goes "Rah!" right in his face.
Honeybuns.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Did I scare you awake?
Who are you?
I am your mother. This is this tiny little halfling with their like arms on their hips.
That can't be. You're not swinging a frying pan at me.
Do you want me to?
No.
That make you feel better? Okay. Well, this got less fun.
Maybe you do need therapy.
Me?
I'm perfectly fine.
Mm,
How dare?
right. Well, hey, you like breaking doors down so much. There's a couple other doors for us to break down.
Are they made
So-
of wood because fire hands?
Yeah, we could have done that. That's true.
Yeah.
I do like to get unhinged every now and then.
You're just one driftwood away from death.
Death, how
Oh, no.
romantic.
Oh dear. Okay.
So where would like the nearest like closed door be? I think we're just gonna go around opening all of them until
Okay,
we
well, there-
find his office.
There's a lot of closed doors. It's a big mansion with a lot of rooms. I mean,
Shit.
you can probably imagine that you probably can determine that there's probably not a lot of doors and office ways by the pool. So you could maybe rule that out. And upstairs, where you guys usually spend most of your time, you've pretty much seen every part of that, and you haven't seen his office. So that would probably leave the way that leads toward the kitchen and that other door that you didn't open by the big scary door.
All right, so back down we go.
Do not mention down, or they're gonna start talking about romance.
Oh, my sweet
No.
Diva.
Devouring these nuts.
Oh, so you know her.
This entire time, I'm typing this out on the typewriter.
While you're walking-
writing everything.
Yeah.
It's like
See,
a
it's a
floating
magical
typewriter.
typewriter. It floats
Yeah.
along with
Yeah.
him.
He just pulled a Tensor's floating disc out of the bag of holding, put his typewriter on it, and kept walking.
Yeah.
Oh my
All right, so we're walking.
All
The
right.
thing
So
she did.
So
you find yourself back in text adventure style, back in the main entryway. There is the giant Cerberus door. There is the little door you didn't try yet, and there is the door you smashed to pieces, and there is the staircase.
Stairs?
here, and then
When
she
Dave
goes
and
to see
I-
if the little door, like, if it moves when she tries to open it, is it unlocked?
It is locked, but it's not. You don't get a sense that there's any special kind of lock on this.
Then
Fire
she takes out
hands.
her pin.
Oh.
Alright, so I want
Give
to
me a
use
sleight of hand.
my thieves' tools. 15.
Oh yeah, you're good. Door easily pops open. It's the weirdest thing. It's one of those locks that you're just like, this shouldn't even, like anyone could open this. I didn't even need to try. Inside there is a small, sort of cramped room, and in the room is a desk, and on the desk is a nameplate that says Dr. Mersfager. The desk has a bunch of drawers. There's some old dusty file cabinets behind it, and it's covered in papers. Just absolutely a freaking mess. Along with a giant picture window that is pointing out into the storm and the slashing lightning, and a wall covered in framed photos of Dr. Merschwager. There's none of him with his family, or any family you can tell. There's none of him with friends. It's just him standing in different places, looking in the camera and looking kind of bewildered.
Hi. As their eye starts twitching.
God. So he's not in here, but we're
He's-
left with like 15 images of him on the windows. I
Yep,
mean, on the
all-
walls.
all staring at you in a way that makes you feel slightly disappointed. That he's slightly disappointed in
To
you.
the window, to the walls.
There are no sweaty balls in here.
That's because Dave is not here.
Oh dear God.
She's gonna go through like the desk and stuff. So
Wait,
the stuff that's on the desk, and then maybe check if there's files on them and stuff
Okay.
like that. You know, just rifling.
Give me a investigation check.
I would also like to roll investigation because I want to look through
16.
Archibald's file.
Just Archibald's?
Yeah, just Archibald's file.
Okay, 16 on the investigation. I will get back to that because you're going to get a bunch of information. And it's not hard to find Archibald's file. Druid, heads or tails?
Heads.
For Dava. That took you a second, and I'm
It
shocked.
did.
Uh,
It did.
It took me a second too.
All right. You open the file and start to flip through it. And Archibald has been here a very long time. 2 months and 2 weeks number that you guys came up with makes sense for you. But Archibald's
Dave
records
O'Neill.
go back centuries. And before this place was even this place has only been a psych ward for about 20 years. But he's been here a lot longer than that. And as you flip through the reports from his more recent psych tests, Dr. Merschwager has some handwritten notes that are along the lines of, we have done some serious digging to try and find the origins of this Deva person. There's no record of her ever truly existing. My personal theory, of course, is that Archibald has made her up in his insanity. But that is the most logical explanation, of course. I will intend to continue to probe their mind and see what I discover.
She's gonna take the file with her.
I would say that like if there's like a list of like age and all that stuff, like next
Yeah.
to age is just question marks.
7 of them.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's a bunch of them. So yeah, they're gonna take.
And then it looks
the
like
file.
somebody scratched out the question marks and tried to write a number, and then scratched that number out and written a bunch more question marks. Meanwhile, Blaze, you go through the desk. You're opening drawers. You come to a drawer that's locked. I'm not going to make you roll for it. You just pop it real quick. And inside are a bunch of files that are less old and dusty. They look like these are the ones that the doctor is looking at more often. And as you pull them out and start to flip through them, you see 2 things that both of which are kind of odd. There's a collection of hand copied pages from some kind of magical grimoire. What languages do you speak, Blaze?
Common Infernal from my background and Elvish, I believe.
Okay. Well, this is an infernal, so you determine these particular pages of this grimoire were. It looks like may have been used for some sort of transmutation spell, particularly transmuting things that are ideas into real things. It's a very complicated spell, and the cost to cast it is extremely high. You would need a lot of components or a lot of power to pull this one off. The other thing that you find are a series of much more modern looking blueprints, and they appear to be blueprints to something. It's not a huge thing. It's not the size of like a house or even like a barn or anything like that. But it's definitely bigger than, like, you would need a specially large room to keep this thing, whatever it is. And it's got kind of like this flat top and then kind of bulbs out, and you could see there's a few different do you call those things, folks, that go up when things are higher and down when they're lower? They're usually green on the
Pillar?
bottom and red on top.
A level?
Level, sure, we'll call that. A bunch of different level monitors around it. But the scrawlings in and the handwriting is so bad that you can't really determine what the level is supposed to be measuring.
She turns around and she passes it to the rest to see if they can discern anything from it that she wasn't able to. She passes the blueprints around to them, not the grimoire pages.
Okay, fair. So you all get a look at these blueprints. Yeah, I'm gonna anybody who wants, including Blaze, can give me a investigation check. It's gonna be a fairly high difficulty to see if
I'll
you can
do
read
it.
this handwriting.
With my -1.
Excellent.
I think I'm gonna use that advantage that I was given because I initially rolled a 5 and I don't like failure.
That is a 14.
Good.
I rolled a 4 again. So apparently failure is in the books.
Okay. Yeah, none of you guys can read this lovely text. The handwriting is just
Nat 20 for
terrible.
23 with my advantage.
Never mind.
Nice.
You find on the desk a magnifying glass,
Slay.
and you apply that to the text, and you can read it. It is in. You could read it and identify it as Gnomish. So this is definitely the doctor writing in his home tongue. But does anybody speak Gnomish?
Surprisingly, no.
No. But how?
You know what, though? On a nat 20 investigation check, if you want to spend some time, there is a Gnomish to English dictionary on the shelf. So if you guys want to hang out here for a little bit and like painstakingly try to translate this stuff, you can.
So
Sorry,
were you
Gnomish to
lying?
She would look for maybe if there's like headings on things, right? Like stuff like that.
Okay.
And then only translate those words just to get an idea of what this is.
Okay. You get the picture you start to get from the headings is things like power requirements, power output, drawbacks, previous experiments. Most of the pages are things of that nature. Size requirements, needed materials, and then at the back, it looks like he'd started to work on like a presentation. So like it looks like the start of a pitch document of like, pros, cons. It's still written in his scratchy gnomish handwriting, but you get the idea that this machine has something to do with power, and that he was looking to pitch it to someone.
Would it make sense to her to put it together, maybe that this power thing and the grimoire books, the grimoire pages would be like connected? Like, would he use this power supply to power those spells?
You absolutely can intuit that. If you're looking for a big power supply for the cells, and this thing puts out big power.
Interesting. And there's nothing else in the desk?
There is there's a single like polished stone that's it's interesting. It's a geode kind of stone. Not really a geode, but like the patterns in the stone that are naturally occurring make it look like an eye. And he's got one of those in the locked drawer as well.
Hey, does anyone know what this is? She holds out the rock. I'm hoping somebody has like identify or something like that.
Ooh.
I have no spells.
I have
Good to know.
I'm a
But you
hill
can
dwarf.
make fire?
blast.
I can make fire.
I have
Okay, sure.
blast.
You have blast? Oh no, bless.
Blast, yeah.
Yeah.
From
Damn.
a perspective of a hill dwarf,
Oh, this is a hold on.
While you think about that, Minflin is gonna go up to Archibald with the folder in hand and something behind their back. I read in your file that you were upset about missing your axe, and I just want you to know it was me that took it.
you have my axe.
Do you want it back?
And my bull.
Yes. Where is it?
It's right here! In my hand. I've had it this whole time.
That's kind of you to offer, but that's not my axe. My axe was glorious. It was given to me by Deva.
I could wear it like a mustache. And then I look like you.
He's like, ah.
This
Okay,
is all
if
going
it's
that was
not
one of
even-
Deva's favorite things to do.
Nope, no
She
thanks.
loved my mustache.
Writing this down.
Yeah, I know. It was probably itchy too.
Wait,
Did
if
she
it's not
cast
his
Find
axe,
Speed to summon your mustache?
Dava used to do that all the time. As a hill dwarf, you recognize the type of stone that was found and polished into this eye as a polyphemocytus. The rare stone. It's only found in certain places.
Kind of eyes it and looks at it and. Do I know like the purpose behind it, like what it could be used for?
Polyphemocytus is a stone that is it's actually often a component in transmutation magic when it's polished like this. But it's used in all kinds of different spells.
Oh,
it's
look, it's
rare.
a philosopher's stone.
It's rare because it does give it a nice boost to transmutation magic, and a lot of people have used it. But it itself doesn't have a particular power.
And he's just
so
he starts rubbing his beard, just like David used to do. And then he's like looking around and remembering like we were looking at like he was wanting to do like a power thing, right? And like it's like there's a bunch of puppies. The people are missing. And this stone for transmutation. I have no idea what he's trying to do.
you think he's using it to turn people to puppies?
Why would he do that?
Is Dava one of the puppies?
Maybe
Don't
she got
publish-
turned into a puppy.
David would
And
never.
that's why you can't find her. It makes sense.
Your file says that you may have made her up.
I did not make Deva up. She is the beauty of
What
all
color was
beauties.
her hair?
Gold.
Mifflin, you're not supposed to tell them that their shit is made up.
Oh.
Come on.
Well,
I'm
I'm
not-
not a doctor.
Okay, well, even if you know it's made up, you don't tell them that you know it's made up.
It's not made up.
Yeah,
Eva.
there you go.
Was a celestial goddess. And we
Sure she
fell
was,
in
buddy.
love.
This sounds really cool and really real.
So, if she was turned into a puppy, right? And we go and figure out how to turn all the puppies back to people, you can probably get Deva back.
So we find the ingredients.
So we find out, yeah.
Dave was
mean, there's-
not a puppy.
Well, not for long,
Yeah.
because she's
So-
real.
We just,
I'm lost.
look. We have to,
I just
We
changed
think-
voices. I'm lost.
Well, it's because we think that the doctor is turning people into puppies, and one of the puppies might be Deva, who's very real.
She is real. We made
I just-
sweet, passionate love for hours upon hours. She touched me in places I never knew existed.
all right. Hey, lover boy. See, hey, lover boy. If we turn these puppies back to people, maybe one of them will be a true love. Huh? Maybe you can finally find someone. See? So we need to go and figure out how to turn these
I don't like
puppies
the
back to
story
people.
idea. I'll do it, but I don't see
Okay,
this being
look,
how I found
you
my true
can-
love.
You can take the
You save her.
story.
Maybe-
Damsel in distress. You're a
Maybe
hero.
you need to kiss
I'm not
the
into
puppy.
women.
Maybe
Okay.
I
well,
have
then
heard. I
him.
did see a play similar to this
Hmm.
with Deva. It was about a frog,
Mhm.
and like you had to kiss the
Were you
frog.
the frog?
Isn't that bestiality?
Please don't make out with the puppies.
Please don't.
No.
I don't want to see that.
How do we save the puppies?
That's what
They're
we're
all in
gonna
my bag
find out.
still.
We find out how to turn them back to people. There has to be, wherever this machine thing is.
I'm gonna roll an
Or-
Arcana to see if I just somehow know. That's a 7. You know what? I think the ingredients are probably the Philosopher's Stone,
Hmm.
paper, and water, and air, and love, and earth.
Oh, we have to figure out where he's doing it, right? Because all that
Oh.
stuff, like all this shit, should still be there.
Did anyone actually get like the password to the door?
Well, we have to find the
Oh
one
yeah,
who knows
yeah.
the
And she looks around the room again to see if there's anything that just has password colon and whatever the password is on a sticky note.
There absolutely is. It's you look behind one of the pictures of him on the wall, and there's a post-it note on the back, a fantasy post-it note that says password is already said his name, so I can't make that the password. The password is I hate puppies, all one word.
Oh, he's not even gonna live long enough for
Whoa.
anything to happen.
Now I'm really gonna beat him up, even if we don't need the password anymore.
Good point. Let's go
Great
find him.
Puppies.
Who wants to try the password on the door?
I will not utter those words my entire God's damned life.
All right, old man, up you go.
Just because I'm an old man, you think I
Correct.
would say something as heinous as this?
Let's-
Lover boy, are you volunteering?
Yes. Yes, I am.
This is
Look at you.
Look at you. Hero origin story and everything. Here you go. And she shoves the post-it into his hand.
What am I doing with this?
Just go talk to the door. The password's written on the little
Oh,
totally
okay.
not sticky note for
All
copyright
right.
purposes.
I go over to the door. How far away is the door from here?
Not far. It's right literally
Yeah,
right
go
outside
over the
of
door.
his office.
We all
Read the
look
sticky
looking over
note.
your shoulder, like waiting for it to work.
So when you touch the handle, you hear a voice, booming voice inside your head that says, "Authorization needed."
I read the sticky note.
Does it say?
What does the sticky note say?
It says
Says-
I hate puppies.
Yeah.
Oh right, you just
Look, you've
I
been
hate
so engrossed
puppies.
in writing your romance novel, we will forgive you, but only once.
Access granted.
I
And
type this on my typewriter.
the door handle slides into the door, and the door panels begin sliding in such a way that actually Cerberus looks like he's starting to move. Two of his heads rear up and look into the distance with a howl, and one of his heads turns towards you and opens into a giant maw with sharp metal teeth, with a darkness behind it. See inside a metal
Ooh.
floor, but not much else. The windows on either side of the door and the window in the doctor's office flicker for a moment and then disappear. There you see that there was in fact no storm outside. There was in fact no outside. There's just a dirt wall outside of every single window you can see.
Well, now I have trust issues. Did you know that I used to be a sailor? I don't do well on solid land.
But the sea is so
What?
romantic. Why would you leave it?
I don't know.
You know, if Dave and I rocked a mini boat together,
Oh my gosh.
the waves
Poseidon.
actually made it more interesting.
So maybe you were the reason the storm happened that had made me come here.
It was a thunderous roar of a time.
Oh my gosh.
She goes, Blaze goes over to Minflin and goes, you know, I'm starting to believe maybe it was his hand and he just like imagined everything else.
That's what I was thinking. I mean, mage hand can be
Yeah.
very powerful.
Writing this on my typewriter.
Jesus. The room, so we opened the door and then everything kind of like the illusion of the outside like fades. And the
Faded, yeah.
room is dark. Like
Yes.
there's darkness or
And then so
Fire hands.
through the door, which is the open
yeah, the
Cerberus
maw.
mouth, yeah, you can see it's like dimly lit. You can see kind of a metal floor and like kind of a railing.
I'm gonna turn my hands on fire to light the way. My hands are
Yeah.
now torches. So
Nice.
just walking through like this,
Well,
guiding
you can
the
see,
way.
take another couple steps out, and you are on a metal platform with a thin railing at about stomach height all the way around.
So
the-
forehead height. for me.
Yes, forehead height for you. And the flames cast light that illuminates this platform and then sort of disappear in front to what appears to be this very dim, very large room. The
Uh-huh.
platform has a control panel on it with a green button and a red button. But that is all you can see.
Flame on.
Fuck. Detect magic. Is the thing with the buttons magical?
You detect no magic on the buttons.
No magic. Interesting.
Hmm.
Well,
Oh,
it's
actually,
not
I'm sorry.
magical.
There's a green, yellow, and red.
Yeah, well, it's not magical, but I don't know. Kind of. What would happen if we press the wrong button?
But what if we don't? And she goes and presses the yellow.
Absolutely nothing happens.
Well,
She presses the green.
The elevator begins to ascend. There's a chunk and a as
Oh,
it drags
I hear
along.
something. Something's happening.
As
Right.
it
Get
digs
fists out,
along
everybody.
the dirt walls all around, and starts to raise upwards. After about, it's a really long time that you're going up.
it
It's like
moves
10
as slow as
solid minutes.
Archibald.
Yeah.
What?
Like, It's like 10 solid minutes that you're writing this thing up. But eventually, a crack
Only
appears in the
10
ceiling
minutes.
above you.
That's a short
And
ride.
it starts to open and then widen. And then suddenly you see a beautiful blue sky. And as the elevator rises up to the top and comes to a halt
Oh,
on a field next to the ruins of a mansion.
well, I guess we were just on the ground. That's
How
awkward.
romantic.
Wait, we made it out?
How
Is this the real
romantic.
outside or is it
I
another?
don't know.
This is last time we thought.
I don't believe anything anymore.
Are we all
Yeah,
just
she
trapped
wants
in
to
an
like
illusion?
try to go around and try to ascertain if this is also some sort of illusion.
So as you step off the elevator, you catch fire and take 200 damage. No, I'm kidding. You step on some grass. You step on normal grass and dirt. It seems like this is the exit to whatever mysterious place you were being held under the
You
ground.
said the horrible GM word. It seems.
Hmm.
Wait, so if the green brought us up, wouldn't
Red.
the red take us down?
Or farther
And
up.
maybe there is the
Red means stop.
thing to the machine to turn all the puppies to people.
Hmm.
No?
I would think so.
Right. Alright, she presses the red button.
All right, down you go. 10
Aw.
minutes
Hey,
down.
I was right. We're moving.
We're
10
going up.
minutes-
Wait.
I'm so
Oh,
smart.
The ground is
You
moving up.
are.
The elevator takes another 10 minutes to go back down. It pauses for a second on the yellow level and then goes down. There's like a chuk chuk and then Tower of Terror. It just drops like a good 10, 20 feet and stops. And then and that sort of pattern continues randomly for another, 30 to 40 minutes as the thing tries to
What?
fix itself and just keeps dropping you. And eventually,
the
Kills,
machine
man. See if you didn't get a heart
Not
attack
romantic. Not
I
romantic.
I think I might throw up.
and die. Yeah, this is
so
like,
we come upon our heroes 40 minutes later, as the platform is within sight of the ground, but it goes and actually finally land.
Blaze crawls off the edge. and
Yeah.
just-
She just comes out like Jack Sparrow, like all drunk. And also throws up.
That reminds me
She
of this
looks
one
around.
time with Dave.
No! No!
Not now.
No!
Not now.
She just throws up again at that because she imagines it.
And as you all follow the direction of Blaze's vomit, you see some lights begin to come on down this long, clearly carved out like dirt and stone hallway that leads into a very large oval like area, and it's got a metal ceiling and a metal floor. And there are all kinds of crazy instruments and equipment in here. Most of the stuff is things you guys have never seen any type of. There's beakers with bubbling liquids. There's machines that look like they spin people. There's a bank of weird square things with windows in them that you just looks insane. And at one of the stations, particularly large metal box, you see Dr. Merschwager fit some dials.
I want to sneak
Hey,
up behind
you-
him.
Well, he
And
heard
choke
the
them.
fucking
Did
elevator.
he though? Did he though?
If not, he heard me throwing up. That was loud.
I'm rolling a stealth anyways. I'm small.
Okay, give me a stealth. Give me a stealth.
That was a 15.
Okay. You start to walk down, but your feet are crunching on the gravel. Even if you're being super duper stealthy.
Walking up.
Yeah. Crunch, crunch. And he doesn't look up. He just says, I said no deliveries for the next 30 minutes.
I'm here to deliver you your death.
And then he turns around
Uh-oh.
and goes, You four?
You
How did
won.
you get down here?
How did you get down here?
I took the elevator. How did
So
you
did
get down
we.
here?
Oh, the elevator. What do you
We-
mean?
Oh,
What are you doing
was the
down
ride
here?
okay? I'm still working out some kinks on down.
You're not supposed to be down here.
Oh,
would not
don't
take a date
worry.
on it.
David and I worked out plenty of kinks.
Oh my gosh.
My God.
I have a kink in my shoulder.
That's a new one.
What happened to the? How did you? Where are the guards?
Where are the guards?
Oh, that's right. I killed the guards.
Did you turn them into puppies too?
You're turning people into puppies.
Corpside barks.
That's what you're doing?
No. No.
What?
Why would
Oh.
you think I was turning people into?
I think
That's
we made
insane.
Why did we
Who would
think
turn
this?
people into puppies?
I think we made a gross miscalculation.
No,
Insight
I
check.
just murdered everyone in the facility so I could take
Wait.
over. Very different.
So I've got all these dogs
you-
in my bag for nothing.
No, we're rescuing them,
Okay.
typewriter.
Wait, you brought the puppies to me?
No.
Excellent.
No,
No,
we don't. Do
you've
you
got
see any
Corpsidon.
puppies?
Wait,
There's
wait.
no puppies
We brought
here.
a giant dog. That's it.
I see
Yeah,
that.
Yeah.
Corpside barks.
Very cute though.
I'm gonna kill you.
Oh,
Don't look at him.
fine. You can kill me later. First, look at this. And he goes sort of running to the back of the room, and there's a large something with a sheet over it, and he whips the sheet off and yells, "Behold, the power to cuteness! No, wait, the cuteness to power machine! Now that I've killed everyone upstairs, I can use the puppies to power my ritual and make all of your nightmares come to life. I'll be famous with. I can take any person who's struggling with mental health issues, and I can make all of the stuff they make up real, and then I can sell those things to the highest bidder.
I run up and punch him.
Yeah.
Sorry, I slap him. Sir, I challenge you to a duel.
Yeah, and I pull out not just the short sword that I've been using, a different one that is as big as my entire body, and it's the short sword of life.
So it's a
stealing.
dagger.
For you guys, it's a dagger, but for Minflin, it's a grown-ass sword of life stealing.
I appreciate that you may, due to your own personal struggles, not currently appreciate my genius. But I think we can work something out when and he slaps a red button on the machine really hard. You fools! I've already loaded it up with cuteness earlier today! Behold, your nightmares come to life! And the large metal box begins to creak.
I slap him again.
Ah! Stop doing that!
I rolled a hit, and that's a 24, which means that so with a 20 on the attack roll, the target takes an extra 10 necrotic damage, and I gain 10 temporary hit points.
How much damage do you do to this man?
So 10, 14.
Okay. Okay, so you
Should I-
didn't one
should I
shot him,
kill
which
him?
is what I was worried about.
Okay.
But you do stab him real good, and run him up against his own machine. And he yells, "Nightmare being, attack!" The giant metal case slams open, and a creature steps out of it, formed of darkness and swirls and screams, and weirdly, a voice that sounds like an angel going, "I never loved you." It's a nightmare. It's a nightmare. That doesn't mean it's
Okay.
real. and-
Archibald's eyes open for the first time in probably hundreds of years. And all you see is rage.
The creature forms and steps out of the metal blocks, and you find yourself facing, formed out of the substance and nightmare of your collective subconscious, a creature that is how tall? Doesn't say, so we'll say really tall. And in the center of the formless mass of nightmares and swirls and screams, you see a single gleaming stone of the same stone you saw earlier, forged into a giant eye.
So we hit that.
And let's roll initiative.
Excellent.
Let's fucking go.
Yo.
Yeah.
Go! And
Yeah.
now,
Question.
right before the battle, no, it's right before the battle. I just want to say, this is a great time to donate for player advantage, for GM disadvantage or advantage, for full party advantage. Heck, you could donate $50 and add a NPC to this fight.
Or an extra
You could also
monster.
do $75 and you could add an extra monster to this fight. Or you could throw $100 at us and one of the players would have to draw from the deck of many things right now before the fight starts. So, think about making my life harder for charity, please. I want you to do it.
For charity.
Speaking of, the GM currently has 2 disadvantages, and the party, aside from me, has a current advantage, so we may need more.
Give them all the advantage. Make the fight extremely short. All right, where's the
I did roll a nat 20 on my initiative.
Nice.
That's being dumb. Okay, I rolled an 8. I have -2 on
Nice.
initiative, so it's a 10 on the dice.
How do you get
Okay.
a -2 on initiative?
All right, hold
Because
on.
I
Have you
got a
guys looked
7
at
when rolling for my stats,
Oh.
and for whatever dumb reason I put it on Dex.
folks who are smarter than me. If a monster sheet doesn't have its initiative listed out, do I just roll its dex score?
Yeah, I think so.
Yes.
Okay.
What did you
Okay.
do? Because mine is a total of 23.
That's fine.
19.
18 for me.
Okay,
19
so
for me.
18 for Blaze. So 20. Okay, hold on. Almost have you guys in initiative order already.
Archibald would go directly after me, right?
Yes.
Just real quick, I'm gonna have Minflint stand aside, seeing that rage will hold turn until after Archibald.
Copy that. I will move you, or I just moved you to where I'm moving you.
Perfect.
And I'm going to be mounted on my steed.
Okay, so we've got Druid going first because on let them go first. We've got, and then Mika and Yuri, what did you guys get?
18 on me.
8.
Just move Mika down here.
Can my steed just have the same initiative
Yes,
as me and just
absolutely.
go right after?
Yeah,
Cool.
let's do that to avoid headaches. All right. Well, in that case, Druid, you're up first.
So Archibald, in his rage, he's like, "You all have doubted me, but it's now time to show you the power of my love." And he channels divinity's sacred weapon.
Are you
And
going to attack us?
no. And he
That would be the most
I'm
hilarious.
I'm
healing
kind
move.
of subverting the rules a little bit with sacred weapon, but he reaches out his hand and he is enveloped in this bright light, and you can see a figure of a woman kind of manifest, kiss him on the cheek, and as she fades away, a just beautiful engraved battle axe is in his hand, and he holds it and just charges this creature that dares has his love's voice, and swings to put all of his might into it with a level 2 I'll swing first. So I get, with the sacred weapon, he gets +4 to his attack rolls.
Well, color me impressed.
So that is 26.
Yeah, that hits.
So yeah, he's gonna do a level 2 uh divine smite on top of that. So
Okay. So let me know what those damage totals are.
all right. Where's my D12? There you are. That is a D12, right? Yes. So that's 8 plus 3 for the battle axe.
Okay.
And then it is another 8, 3, and another 8. So
So
19. Yeah, 29 damage.
All right. Let me write that down. You come rushing forward, buoyed by your love, and smash into this thing. A whole section of raging nightmare just vanishes away with a soft cry of "Also, you snore." Uh,
He loves my snoring and thinks it's comforting.
I ship it. At this point, I ship it.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
Is there anything else you would like to do on your turn? You have moved and attacked.
Do I have 2 attacks?
Oh, at level 6, you should. Yeah,
I do have 2 attacks. So yeah, he's going to swing again.
do it.
That is 30.
Yeah, that'll
So-
hit.
Or yeah. Or is maybe I'm mathing a little bit too much, but it's a lot. It's more than what I just rolled. So that is 9 from the battle axe. 7. Oh, off this. 1 and 6. So mathing is not my strong suit.
Yeah, me neither. If somebody else gets on this faster than me, let me know.
14 from the divine smite, and
You can actually give me them separately because I can do that
Oh.
calculator I have here.
it was 14 from the divine smite. What did I say for the
I didn't want to roll that.
9?
7, 9. Okay,
Yeah, 4,
got
4
it.
plus 9.
Piercing.
Wow. Okay, so, encounter design is hard. You come rushing up and smash this thing with your glowing sword of love, or glowing battle axe of love, and just tear huge chunks out of it. You hear screams dying off into the distance, and that will make it Minflin's turn.
Yes. So Minflin has the robe of many colors.
It was red and yellow and green and brown and scarlet and black and
Yes.
ochre and sorry, I can do the whole thing.
And
You can?
so I'm gonna use one of its charges to cause it to display shifting pattern of dazzling hues until the end of my next turn. During the time it's bright within a 30-foot radius, and creatures that can see it have disadvantage on attack rolls against me. So with that activated, I'm gonna take my other turn. No, I didn't mean to do that. Okay, I don't think that's gonna work either way, even if I click the wrong thing. To hit the guy that's in front of me, the doctor, that was just an 11 to hit. I don't think that.
No, even stabbed, he sort of goes no, and dodges your strike.
That's okay. She plays it off as kind of like twirling in the cloak.
I was just watching Roots
to
of
blind
Gymnastics, so-
him. You know, that's what I meant to do this whole time. And that's the end of that turn because this is 5e and I don't get to 3 actions.
Terribly sorry.
Actually, wait.
But wait.
I think I can actually. You can attack twice in. I do. I have extra attack. You can attack twice instead of once whenever you take attack on your turn. So I'm gonna try Radiant Bolt again.
Oh, hey.
And now that time is a 21 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit him.
And that's radiant damage. So that's 6 radiant damage against him. Not as much as I wanted, but I've also never used that before. So I at least did 6 damage. And then I am over with my turn.
Okay. All right. So that will bring us to Blaze.
Does the doctor look like he is gonna do anything?
Right now, he's screaming and holding his side.
Okay. All right. Cool. Cool. I just wanted to see
He's
if he was
gonna
like
die.
looking at any more like buttons and stuff. Yeah. So I am going to Bum. I'm going to run up to Shadow Nightmare thing. And because of, let's see. Right. So because old man is in melee range of it, because he had to be to smack it. If another enemy of the target is within 5 feet of it, I get my sneak attack. So I'm gonna go ahead and attempt to stab the thing.
All right.
With my daggers, if I can find my
Daggers of stabbing.
real quick. My daggers of stabbing, of course.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go over here. Oh, look at that! They weren't equipped, so it didn't pop up on my thing.
Oh no!
Oh no! Spell inventory. Come on, daggers. Equip. So daggers do. Yes, there it is. All right. So rolling to hit real quick, and that is a 23 to hit.
Yeah, that'll do it.
So I'm gonna do the normal damage first. So normal damage is 7, and then I'm gonna go ahead and do the sneak attack damage, which is another 8. So it takes 15 damage.
All right. You get to stabbing this thing, and it's not enjoying its stabbing. What nightmares does Blaze hear calling out of the creature as they stab?
So she used to be like a mercenary, right? And a lot of shit has happened. She's seen a lot of shit, and it's fucked with her real bad. So she probably sees like her old like team, or she probably hears them like yelling out for help and stuff from like somewhere.
Why did you
And
leave
then
us to die?
yeah,
You
basically.
betrayed us. Yeah.
So she's gonna use her bonus action and with her other hand do another dagger attack that is a 19 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
All right, so doing damage, that is just a 6, and only one of them gets sneak attack. So that's it. 6
Okay.
more damage.
Alrighty. Cool. That will bring us to Limoncello.
Okay, so where is everyone on this board here?
You guys were all kind of gathered around around Dr. Merschwager, and when the scientist, or when the demon nightmare creature Cyclops stepped out of its case, which is further to the front of the room, both Archibald and Blaze rushed forward and got to stabbing.
Okay. I am going to forego my second attack so that I can use Channel Divinity, Nature's Wrath. You use your Channel Divinity to invoke primeval forces to ensnare a foe. As an action, you can cause spectral vines to spring up and reach for a creature within 10 feet of you that you can see. The creature must succeed on a strength or dexterity saving throw, its choice, or be restrained. While restrained by the vines, the creature repeats the saving throw at the end of each of its turns. Yes.
Who are you using it on?
The Cyclops.
So it got a 12 on its strength saving throw. Is that high enough?
Nope.
Excellent.
Just barely, but it's not.
Wait, so now it can't move?
Correct. It is restrained.
Nice, nice, nice.
Yeah.
That reminds me of Dave.
I knew that was coming.
Not
Uh,
yet.
That's what she said.
Oh no! We keep walking into it.
That's what she said. And then that's all I can do for my turn. Yeah, the end. And then I imagine Korgside and King of the Korgshans going to like kind of like prowl and like stalk, like stay close but not too close, so I can like rush in and go stabby stab before going back out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that will bring us to the Nightmare Cyclops. It now that it is restrained, it has disadvantage on all of its attacks. But also because of the donations you made, it has disadvantage on its next 2 attacks. I am going to choose, because this is a charity stream and I want your donations to mean something, that its first 2 attacks are going to have double disadvantage, which is not a rule in Dungeons
Ooh.
and Dragons. I am
Is
going to
now,
roll 4
bitches.
d20s
Yeah.
and take the lowest. So for its first attack, which is going to take against Archibald, does a 13 hit?
Nope.
Okay. For its second attack, it also misses. So you're in there swinging with your sword, your battle axe of love, and it raises this giant club made of the same nightmare formation, and tries to bring it smashing down on you. But your love is too strong, and twice you parry the giant club that's bigger than you are and force it aside.
I will say that like Archibald is exhibiting strength and speed that none of you ever thought possible from this
Yep,
this old dwarf.
I am shook. That's brilliant.
But that does burn my my two donations. So if you want to make me do double disadvantage again, you must spend more money for a good cause.
If you want the love to win.
All right. I am gonna say Dr. Murphsvager goes after that. And he is going to spend his turn running 30 feet deeper into the cave to try and get away from y'all. He is going to take an attack of opportunity from Minflin, so let's do that.
Okay. Does a 21 hit?
Yes.
Cool. And with that, that is 16.
So many tabs open just to run combat. All right, so he tears past you, but not before you tear him a new one, literally, with your sword.
Yep.
And he's now clutching 2 wounds as he sort of limps off into the distance, going, "None of you, I don't deserve this! I was trying to help you! And also make a lot of money! Off of puppies!"
Fuck capitalism!
Capitalism, not romantic.
Fuck capitalism.
Yeah, not romantic.
And also, thank you very much for the
Nope.
raid, Heroes and Hooligans. All right. We're back to the top of the order. It's Archibald. Can he kill an entire Cyclops in one turn? Let's find out.
Let's see. What he's
I
gonna
would not be surprised.
Think about
But
your
yes.
love, old man.
Advantage on your attack against a restrained creature. I always
do,
forget,
yes.
like, what
advantage?
that is
Okay.
correct. Yeah, you have
Yes.
advantage against him.
So with the advantage, that's a natural 20.
Yeah. I mean, oh no, my monsters.
Yeah, because I was glad that you reminded me of natural advantage because the first roll was like a 7. So,
Oh, nice, nice.
but yeah, and I have one more.
Oh, and in case of you at home have forgotten the rules, natural 20 means everyone watching has to donate $1.
We don't make the rules.
There you go.
No, that's not. We don't make them. Just that's how it works.
Oh, wait, I
Remember,
have-
if you donate enough of them, I will make a poem about Tiamat being a Tia thought and being my sexual awakening.
I want
In
For those of you just
Valor.
joining us in
Yeah.
the raid, by the way, we
These
are
days.
raising money for Doctors Without Borders, which is, one of the best causes you can throw your nerd money at.
and-
All right, what are you doing, Archibald? How much damage do you do to this
Okay,
this
so I
Cyclops
have-
nightmare?
All right, let me roll. So, what's your roll for crits? Do you double the damage or do you roll twice?
What's funner for you?
Either.
Okay, I'm gonna say double damage because it's faster.
Okay. So for the battle axe, that is 8 damage doubled, so 16, and then we're doing a
Nice.
divine smite,
Yes.
Fuck yeah.
and that is I rolled a little bit lower on that time. 7 and a 2, 9,
Nice.
18.
All
So
right.
16 and 18, right? Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Then I need.
You know, we have calculators.
That's what I'm using. That's one of the. I have one tab open for the Cyclops' health and one tab open for the
That's
Doctor's
what I
health.
mean. We all have calculators.
Oh, I see. All right.
16 plus 18, 34.
So 34 on the first hit attack.
Oh!
Oh,
I-
There's
I
more
guess-
than one. Oh shit.
I get one more attack and
Let's
one
fucking
and
go.
my last divine smite. Actually, I thought I had one left, but I had yeah.
Do it.
All right.
You burned a few on a door and you burned a few on this guy.
Oh, the door.
Yeah.
That's true.
That's right.
Yeah.
Unhinged.
So that definitely hits because I rolled a 15 plus 6.
Okay.
Actually, and then plus 4 because of the divine weapon.
Jeez.
I just
Okay.
have this image.
Paladins
of this battle
get
axe.
beefy.
They do.
I just have this image
Unstoppable.
of this battle axe of love in my head that is so beautiful.
All right,
So
give me
that-
all the numbers and I'll calculate.
Okay, so for the battle axe, it's just 4 plus 3, so that's 7.
Okay.
Okay.
Then divine smite is an 8 and a 6.
So
All right,
14.
that's 55 damage in total
Wait, really?
for
Am I
both
missing-
attacks.
for both attacks.
Oh, for both attacks.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah. This Cyclops, you fully chopped off one of its nightmare legs, and it is trying to regrow it. But it is a slow
Nightmare
process.
Legs was my
it-
nickname in college.
Title of your sex tape. And so it is toppling and wobbling, but still trying to get into this fight. It's not fully out of it yet. Do you have any like bonus actions or anything you want to do, Archibald?
No, he's just full on rage for disrespecting
Nice.
his love.
not a barbarian, but yet tonight.
Yeah.
All right, Minflin.
Okay, man, Flynn is going to continue using that life steal sword.
Okay.
And on the doctor, so move 30 feet and then 18 to hit.
Will hit.
And it's not as much damage, but 14.
Okay, hey, that's still pretty good. So you run up behind him. He's trying to limp away and sort of looking around behind him, seeing his creation get destroyed fairly easily by you guys, and going, "Now it was a foolproof!" As you stab him a third time, and now he doesn't have enough hands to hold all the different places that he's bleeding from.
Excellent.
And he's trying to figure it out, and he can't. So
Stop
he's
blowing
mostly.
holes in my shit.
Mhm. Some people like lots of hands. He does not have
And lots of
hands.
holes.
Yes.
Oh Jesus. We did
Moving
this
on.
to ourselves.
We did.
We did. Okay. If that is the end of your turn, then it is
Yes.
Blaze.
Oh no, wait, no, because I'm a monk. I get an extra action.
Oh yeah, do it.
Let's go.
So I have not yet used my bracers of archery, so I'm gonna use my short bow.
Okay, it is disadvantaged because you're standing.
Okay,
right
yeah, I
next to
guess
it.
that's true. I guess I will use this sword again because I don't want to do that.
I like the attempt for variety though.
Does a 13 hit?
Actually no.
I'm not surprised.
Interesting.
I slipped in the
Blake.
blood.
Yep. You went to go stab him a third time, and you're just like, whoa!
Oh
But you're
my
a
God.
monk, so you turned it into 3 backflips.
Yes.
And it looked cool.
And
as
now
hell.
I'm at a perfect distance away to shoot him with my bow.
Yeah. Blaze. What
Nice
you got?
try. So I turn and so first I see like the old man going full like like in anime there's like that little meek old man and then a fight starts and he takes his shirt off and he's ripped
Ah!
as
Super
fuck.
buff.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I'm imagining right now, but with his shirt still
Yeah.
on, hopefully.
Yes.
Um,
No, I
Those
want
are
that
my
shirt
ideas.
off.
Ah,
And so I see that he's like going into this thing and it's like
Giggity.
like yeah, Jesus.
That's what she said. Well,
Yeah,
crazy.
He's he's going
And
Are
so
we-
deep.
Are we still
she
doing
turns
phrasing?
around.
We've never been doing phrasing this whole stream.
No. And so they turn around to kind of like see how everybody else is doing. And they see that the doctor is like running away. So what she's gonna do is turn around and attempt to cast levitate on the doctor so he just floats there. And you can't actually control your movement with levitate, you just float there. So
Okay,
unless
what's the range on levitate?
60 feet.
Yeah, you can make that. Okay, what does he have
So
to do? Is it save?
it
or-
is a con 14 save. Yeah, so creature or loose object of your choice that you can see within range rises vertically up to 20 feet. I'm probably not going to raise him up that much and remains suspended there for the duration. It is a concentration spell of up to 10 minutes.
I am so
Target
sorry,
can
he
move
did 14
only.
Exactly.
No, it was worth a shot. It was
It was
worth
a great.
shot.
It was a great shot. Is there anything else you want to do?
So seeing that that doesn't work, fuck, I can only cast one spell a turn because this is D&D. So they're gonna like look
But
at the
this
old man and
real
be like, "All right, you got it. You got it. You're fine." And she's gonna run towards where Minflin and the doctor are to try to like
Are
restrain
you
him somehow.
disengaging, or are you taking this attack of opportunity?
I have I have cunning action, so I can disengage as a bonus action.
Great. So you do.
Okay.
So that'll bring us to Limoncello.
Okay, so this thing's still wrapped up cozy in
Wait.
my vines.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Oh, that's right. That's what's
I-
holding it up after you cut its leg off. The
Yes.
vines.
Mhm.
Yes. So I am going to take the attack action. First thing I'm going to do is use my breath weapon. Just like that. So like pop some chewing gum. Because this is cold damage. Get that frosty breath and
Oh yes, absolutely.
and so yes, and so it's I guess a cone. So the saving throw is 12. Why is it so low?
Dex saving throw.
Yeah, con saving throw.
But he does not make it. He gets a 10. So
Oh, perfect. Then
Nice,
yes,
nice.
then it takes 3d6 damage.
oh,
Roll, baby, roll. Why is it not? Why the? Okay, you know what? No, physical dice.
yeah.
Let's go. Let's hear those clicky clacks.
I was using
Yeah,
physical
frost.
dice. This one time, I thought I would use digital dice. No, it's disappointing me. That is 5, 6, 7, 9 damage,
Nice.
Okay.
and then
This thing, you freeze it pretty much solid. The whole thing gets covered in ice and is frozen in place, held by your vines, except for its arm with the club, which is still thrashing around.
awesome. In that case, I'm going to pull a javelin from my bag because I can justify this because it's one of the sticks that the dogs are playing with. Figure I can justify this better than just pulling out a longsword from my bag, and then I'm going to toss it at that tentacle to try and
Yeah.
impale it, try and get it to drop that weapon. That is a 15 plus 6 for a 21 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Let's go.
Excellent. And that'll be a d6.
Do you do
plus...
damage? Do you
Oh my God.
damage?
4
Do you-
damage.
Do you do damage? Do you do
yes.
any damage at all?
Yes.
How would you like to kill this frozen cyclops thing?
Yes. Yes.
You
Okay.
took him. He
Let's
has a
go,
10 hit
let's go.
points when you hit him with the breath weapon. So when you said you did 9 damage, I was like, no.
You're stealing Archibald's kill. No, I'm kidding.
So like right as Corpse
was gonna
Gaiden, like right as I try to go for the tentacle, Corpse Gaiden will whisper to me in his majestic corgi voice, "Bork," and then I will say, "You're right, Corpse Gaiden. You're absolutely right. I should just go for the eye." And then I, with all this mighty power, as radiant energy bursts from it, we'll pretend that I spend a spell slot to use Divine Smite, which I don't think you can use the ranged weapon right
No.
now. Not until the next playbook,
Yeah.
I think. Yeah, then gonna go right through its eye and then shatter, and just have the one wriggling tentacle holding the club.
And in fact, the
Still
one
active,
wriggling tentacle, as it flails down, the club falls hard and smashes directly into the cuteness to power machine, tearing a good chunk of it off as it then dissipates into wherever nightmares come from. Philosophical question for another day.
Hmm.
You have defeated the nightmare Cyclops.
But not
The doctor
doctor.
is still running, but he's not doing good. What would you like to do? He's not gonna fight back. So if you just want to go over there and murder him, like.
Oh
feel
yeah, that's
free.
what I'm gonna do. But
Okay.
let's see. Longbow and shortbow gave me +2 bonus damage on rolls. Okay. So I'm going to use my short bow, but I'm gonna step back. Well, no, he's running.
So you're just gonna stand there and let him get a little bit further away and then
It's like that scene.
Yeah,
in
shoot him in the
Monster
back?
Hunter.
all right. That's 23 to hit,
Yep.
and that is
Nope, doesn't hit.
Are we?
Don't scare
Isn't
me like
Archibald
that.
next?
So 9, 10, 11 damage.
I will say that's enough. Your arrow goes through his neck from the back, and he stumbles to the ground, gasping for air, and eventually expires. And you are alone in this.
I think we're alone now.
Yeah.
Mifflin turns around. I did it! Oh, what were you guys fighting?
Sorry.
Hey,
it's
I
kinda-
mean, this means
Your
that,
mom.
She's
that the
dead!
puppies are real puppies, though, right?
That means they're
So
real.
we can keep them? Because they're real puppies, they're not actually
Did you-
secretly people.
Did you know that I own a massive plot of land? And we can turn
can
it
open
into
a
a
puppy
puppy
cafe.
sanctuary and cafe?
Oh, the
We
ultimate
should
meet
totally do
cute.
that.
Yes.
You're welcome. I am like super duper rich.
And so as we
Okay.
what wow so
Sure.
as we begin to pull back from our
Oh.
heroes, we pull past the
Real quick.
okay.
So there's like, I'm super rich because remember when I said I was a sailor? I was actually a pirate.
And like Archibald.
How romantic.
Makes sense.
I will say after the fight, Archibald kind of like goes back to like his like kind of shrinks down and like
Aw.
looks like his little old dwarf thing, and like his axe kind of dissipates, and you hear like a soft giggle and a kiss blown to him as it leaves, and he kind of
And as you watch the axe dissipate with the soft giggle and the kiss, normally when you summon the axe, when it dissipates into. But this time, the axe flows into the machine, And as the camera starts to pull away from our heroes, we see a white, glowing gloved hand come out of the machine and start to step forward into the light. As Lady Diva once again steps onto this earth after being trapped in a cuteness machine for God knows how long. She's
Do we
very
have to
cute.
fight her? Do we have to
She-
fight her? I'm gonna fight her.
yes, right now. Let's go.
Yeah.
Roll initiative. She steps over to Archibald and just lays a comforting hand on your cheek.
That would have been a wild initiative.
He just looks at her and just with his eyes open again, but this time just full of like love and compassion and like
Oh, ew.
and just stares at her.
And
Not
she
really.
leans over close to you and whispers something absolutely filthy that we can't say on stream.
Oh, and he
God.
just grins.
Everybody else is slowly backing away.
Yeah.
Yeah, even Limoncello's like,
all right.
Maybe
And
not.
then they
the
just
erotic
start
gnome
going.
poetry doesn't go this hard.
And
All right.
he looks over the bit like, take notes.
He's still taking notes on his typewriter, his
Yeah.
googly
Yeah,
eyed
all the
typewriter.
time. All right, everybody, thank you all so much for playing, and thank you to Tabletop Spinners so much for having us. This was a really, really fun, insane improv stream. There is still time to donate. The link that is somewhere on this screen and also in the chat definitely works. And you may not get a in-game benefit anymore for donating, but we will still hold on to all of our different promises for poetry. If you send Tabletop Spinners donation, like a $10 donation, they will let us know if you requested a poem, and one of us will respond with some sort of erotic poetry.
For 50 though, it's
It-
the Tia Thought slam poem.
Mm-hmm.
If for
we get
50 though, I will narrate it.
Oh!
Yes.
Do you
Now that's
you
the
want
type of
to
shit
pay
that you
for
can only get
slash
on
fiction for this
Patreon.
stream you just
Yeah.
saw? Oh.
I do.
So
I wish I had
please
the
donate.
money.
It's for a wonderful cause. And we will now go around the table and let people know more about our wonderful players and where you can find them. Let's start with Mika.
Hi, I'm Mika. I do things like co-create the Crit Award nominated channel Roll D5.
Now you gotta
which-
show your tattoo
Oh yeah,
as you do it.
Roll D5.
Nice.
This is also a lemon dice. It was my first ever tattoo because the name of my character is Lemon. You can catch me over on Roll D5 sometimes, ROLE D5. You can catch me on Lost Caravan often because for some reason they keep casting me in their stuff.
'Cause you're brilliant.
You can find me weekly on Talking XP, where I play Citron, the Southern reborn guy who just really is a fucking petty bitch and hates Strahd so much. Or you can catch me playing a nice lil guy on Wanderer's Haven, where we worship Tiamat, or like every other Friday on Entropy Emporium, where I play a Warforged, learning about things like love and gender, while also saying beep boop. Or you can catch me finally on Spotify on The Heart is a Dungeon, where I play a Fey Crow named La La Lemon, who also does things. Oh my gosh, does he do things? The end.
Just like Mika.
All right. Let's go to Yuri.
All right, so hello again, everybody. My name is Yuri. That is Y-U-R-I. You can find me at Yuri and the Beast absolutely everywhere. I am in a lot of things with a lot of people, and it's really exciting. But the stuff that is coming up soon, let's see. I am going to be in a sagas one shot of Full Metal Alchemist, run by OKSDM, who wrote the sagas. So it's going to be really fun, really exciting. It's going to be super chaotic. So if you're into that, definitely check it out on Sunday. It's going to be on his Twitch channel. I am also part of Mutvia, which is a Pathfinder 2e like dark fantasy adventure with a whole bunch of really dark fantasy fucked up people in a fucked up land where everything wants to kill you. And that one is on the Vox and Quill channel every single Tuesday. On here is also part of Movia, so you'll be able to catch both of us there, just being dark and chaotic. And then over on the Roll D5 channel, I'm going to go ahead and be guesting this Wednesday. We're going to be playing Necromancer Flower Shop. So it's going to be really cute and really wholesome. So definitely go check that out. And then at the end of the month, over on Twisted Fate, I'm also part of a Viacin campaign with them. That's once a month, last Friday of the month. It's really, really good. The character is just mwah, mwah, mwah. And then I'm also in Philly by Night, which I don't think my coterie, which is
Yeah.
Honor 2, is going to be playing this month, but definitely check it out as we're going to start streaming all of that stuff again. And then I think that's it for me for right now. So definitely check all that stuff out. Everything I put it on Threads, just kind of like word vomit on there. So if you're interested in that, go check it out.
Right, over to On.
Well, my name is On, also known as Onduin, and if that name sounds somewhat familiar in your nerd brain, it's because it is a play off of the River Anduin from Lord of the Rings. I
Nerd.
am the creator of Roll D5. I also have an RD5 tattoo as well that Mika and I both got together like a year and a half ago now, something like that.
About a year ago, yeah.
Yeah, that was a long time ago.
We got it for the 1 year anniversary last
We
June.
did, yeah.
That shit's super cool.
It was so fun.
One of my good friends is as a tattoo artist.
And that's where I've gotten this one and this one and this one all from.
God, I missed Maddie.
So good. Anyways, speaking of Roll D5, we'll find out if we have won a crit award on the 16th of August. So that's
Yes.
next week. And then another thing for Roll D5 is we have Roll D Talks, TALKS, coming up tomorrow, which is going to have Andy and Keon. So that's going to be wonderful. That's where we
Yes.
decompress and talk about fun things.
Andy, aka Margot Mods, Margot Mods
Yes.
Games.
The one who made Lorlock Manor. So
Yes.
you'll want to be there. Where we decompress and talk about indie TTRPGs. As for me personally, I'm a lot of the times behind the scenes for Roll D5 to allow other people to shine even brighter as they deserve. But you can find me as well with Yuri on Mutvia, and then I'm also in the VTM campaign in the different coteries. You can find me there as well. But my schedule is fairly open for anybody that wants to schedule things. I'm not open for long-term campaigns, but I am open for more one-shots. So if you need anything, let me know. Merry Christmas.
Druid.
Hello. My name is Druids, or ADH Druids, across basically all social media except for Twitter, because we don't go to that dark, dark place. But but yes, I am predominantly an ADHD and autistic content creator where I do advocacy work. I share personal stories to help inform and educate people on what ADHD and autism can be like and how to support yourself and understand your own brain. Because I am also that's my profession as a coach. I also host a peer support group for ADHD and autistic people, and then president of a nonprofit organization for ADHD and autistic people, which we will be doing a charity stream in October with Roll D5, and that's super secret things that you're just now being told. Yeah.
Announcing it now.
Yes. And yeah, so I also I stream, I do all kinds of stuff like outside of the advocacy work too. I'm a big nerd. I like playing TTRPGs. I am also in Philly by Night, but I have yet to make an appearance, but I'm excited to do that, and I'm open to play one shots and goof off and hang out and play at different tables. So yeah.
Slay.
Um, first of all, as an ADHD person who may also have autism, thank you so much for doing all that. Second of all, I love this stream because most of the time, people, when you get to this part, are just like, "Oh, I'm doing this one thing," and then I list off 17 things, and I feel like a jerk. But all of you have giant lists of things you're doing. It's great.
Oh
So,
yeah, I
my
told
name is Mikey
myself like,
Fadum.
sorry, go.
No, it's okay. My name is Mikey Fadum. You can find me on Twitter and Blue Sky at Vengeance God. I haven't totally divorced myself from the Hell site yet. You can also on Instagram at Broken Infinity Films and on TikTok at Vengeance God 2. My dream, my project that I sink all of my which is a television show that you can find on YouTube that does live sword fighting events with storytelling like professional wrestling
Ooh.
around the LA area and then turns them into episodes that we put on YouTube. So if you enjoy pro wrestling, if you enjoy like 90s media like the 1995 Mortal Kombat, the greatest movie of all time, you can and if you like sword fights and if you like pro wrestling, if you like any of those things, you will really enjoy our stuff. We've got, I think, 4 full shows up on our YouTube right now. So go and enjoy. And if you're in LA, we're doing our next show in Culver City on September 20th. Head to leagueofswords.com for more details. Also, I am the host of 3 podcasts on the Ace of Geeks podcast network. The first one is the Ace of Geeks podcast, where 4 nerdy best friends get together, each bringing a piece of media they consumed that week, and then making those 4 pieces of media fight to the death to determine which one is the best. We also have Edge of Reality, which is our TTRPG show. We've got a Kids on Brooms season and a Candlekeep season. And then finally, we have Yavin Radio, which just started season 2 and is a improvised Star Wars podcast where we play 2 losers of the Rebel Alliance stuck on Yavin base after the Battle of Endor, who interview the random people we discover around the base. It's if you like Lower Decks or Hello from the Magic Tavern, you'll really enjoy it. That's me. Thank you again so much to everybody here, and thank you again so much to Tabletop Spinners for having us on. Huge love for these guys. They do amazing stuff. And also a huge thank you to all of you watching. We used $45 tonight, which is pretty freaking awesome. Huge thanks to everybody who donated. If you want to find more about Tabletop Tailspinners, you can find them at Tabletop Tailspinners literally everywhere. And you can tune into the TTN Prepares stream on the last Friday of every month on this very channel. We are going to go ahead and raid Twisted Fates. They're a great channel if you want to hang with us and check them out. But otherwise, thank you all very much for joining us. And I guess remember, if you find yourself suddenly in group therapy in a mysterious, dilapidated mansion, that it could be an underground secret facility for researching your nightmares. Right, bye, everybody!
Okay.
Bye!
Bye.
Bye!